You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. The most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey. The most influential name in Caribbean radio. WZYE 95.9 FM.
They confuse us with so much life. Just come on this way. Not even think times. We don't know who to trust. That's why I say, Lord, please listen to this prayer that comes from the Lord. Please send us another Moses again. Oh, we just can't go on this way. Please deliver us today. Time to make them oppress us pay. So the children could see their way. Make them get on their knees and pray. Then I'll be up to judgment day. Oh, just can't make it this way. Please deliver us today. Be like the Israelites believed. Please send us another Moses again. Lord, we just can't make it this way. Yes, deliver us today. Oh, we just can't go on this way. No, we just can't make it this way. Please listen to what I say. Yes, hurry up with judgment day. We just can't make it this way. No, we just can't make it this way. Once we get old and gray, and the children can't see their way. Oh, we just can't make it this way. Oh, we just can't make it this way. We like the Israelites living there. Please send us another Jesus again. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. Lord, we just can't go this way. Lord, we just can't make it this way. No, 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 we just can't go this way. Please, hurry up with judgment day.
I say you get up one morning, your elders have something. You don't know how they get it, but you want to use it. But if you ask them old people to get the things what they went through, ask them this any day, and your parents sure to say, black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. Make up your mind, brother, that you're able to get a pulley and jam with the devil. Why? Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. Make up your mind, brother, that you're ready to swim offshore and hold your boat steady. Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. So when you hear you get a little something with that dragon, now you keep watching, because I don't tell you already. Black man do get nothing easy. I say you get up one morning, and oil money running. How it come you don't know, so that it care how the thing go. But if they read about Uriah, they wanna find out the pressure. How we get so much old hell to get a penny from TLL. Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. You got to take up your own cash money, pay people for your own refinery. Black man have to keep on jamming, for something. Make up your mind to be a magician, to make money out of scrap iron. Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. So when you hear you get a little something, with that eagle eye you keep watching, because I don't tell you already, black man don't get nothing easy. So we got up one morning, independence happening, getting the thing come easy, now they're taking liberty. But if they know about petition, we are to send to England, for some woman to tell we in this colony free. Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. You got to go to conference in England to get independence in your own land. Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. People hold you, humiliate you, turn on and sell you, and then they free you. Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. So when you hear you get a little something, with that dragon eye you keep watching, because I don't tell you already, black man don't get nothing easy. So when a black man gets something, he got to start thinking. You get it there easy. He got to practice economy. From getting licks from the slave master to become the land owner. Brother, it's a terrible journey, packed with plenty brutality. Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. You got to rise up, you got to stand up, pick up your mind, you will always stay on top. Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. You got to go to conference in England to get independence in your own land. Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. You got to take up your own cash money, pay people for your own refinery. Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. Make up your mind to be a magician, to make money out.
Keep me as the apple of thine eye. Hide me under the shadow of thy wing. O Lord, my Savior. It's so hard to deal with personal struggle. It's so sad when you feel alone in your trouble. It's real hard when you want to talk to a brother. It's so bad because of how some look at you after. So Jesus, come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. Cover my head. Satan want me dead. Cover my back from human attack. So Jesus, come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. People see you smile, but don't know the hurt that you're feeling. Even as God's child, at times your heart does be bleeding. Where can you go when you're really looking for healing? Who know how to flow when your soul needs some restoring? So Jesus, come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. Cover me home from evils unknown. Cover my feet so I'll never retreat. Oh Lord, come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. Cover my brother, cover my sister, them who come preacher, every church worker, the young believer. Come on, come on, come on. The worship leader and intercessor, every gospel minister. Come on, come on, come on. Jesus alone is the one who have the real answer. The one on the throne is the true and loving Father. He will hold your hand and keep you from going under. He will make you stand and let you know he's a fixer. Come on, be while you fix it. Come on, be while you fix it. Jesus, come on, be while you fix it. Jesus, come on, be. Come on, be while you fix it. Come on, be while you fix it. Come on, be while you fix it. Jesus, come on, be. Cover me, man. You know the struggle sometimes. Cover me mouth, that the wrong thing wouldn't come out. Oh Lord, cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover the Christian in the midst of aggression with the power of your right hand. Jesus, cover, cover, cover them helpless children. Jesus, defend them. Send help from heaven. Jesus, cover, cover, cover all them radio stations that blessing the nation. Grant divine protection. Jesus, cover, cover, cover. Cover me. Cover me.
Truer words were never spoken. The less you associate with some people, the more your life will improve. Anytime you tolerate mediocrity in others, it increases your mediocrity. An important attribute in successful people is their impatience with negative thinking and negative acting people. As you grow, your associates will change. Some of your friends will not want you to go on. They will want you to stay where they are. Friends that don't help you climb will want you to crawl. Your friends will stretch your vision or choke your dream. Those that don't increase you will eventually decrease you. Consider this. Never receive counsel from unproductive people. Never discuss your problems with someone incapable of contributing to the solution, because those who never succeed themselves are always first to tell you how. Not everyone has a right to speak into your life. You are certain to get the worst of the bargain when you exchange ideas with the wrong person. Don't follow anyone who's not going anywhere. With some people you spend an evening. With others, you invest it. Be careful where you stop to inquire for directions along the road of life. Wise is the person who fortifies his life with the right friendships. If you run with wolves, you will learn how to howl. But if you associate with eagles, you will learn how to soar to great heights. A mirror reflects a man's face, but what he is really like is shown by the kind of friends he chooses. The simple but true fact of life is that you become like those with whom you closely associate, for the good and the bad. Note, be not mistaken. This is applicable to family as well as friends. Yes, do love, appreciate, and be thankful for your family, for they will always be your family, no matter what. Just know that they are human first, and though they are family to you, they may be a friend to someone else and will fit somewhere in the criteria above. In prosperity, our friends know us. In adversity, we know our friends. Never make someone a priority when you are only an option for them. If you are going to achieve excellence in big things, you develop the habit in little matters. Excellence is not an exception. It is a prevailing attitude.
Yes, 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 yes. Let me say a special hello to all the WZYE 95.9 FM listeners. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, it's a splendiferous Happy New Year, and we are, of course, always glad that when you join us. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, you always say, we originate, we don't imitate. It doesn't matter what color t-shirt you have on a pink t-shirt, a burgundy t-shirt, a maroon t-shirt. Each and every one is welcome in the village on WZYE 95.9 FM. Don't forget, folks, as you come in, share the live. WZYE 95.9 FM on Facebook. Subscribe. WZYE TV on YouTube. And you can reach us here at 973-868-1444. That's 973-868-1444. And this is how we start the thing.
It have our place, WZYE, where they treat you like friends and family. So if you're looking for a place to belong, going WZYE, you could come along. If you have haste, do come with me. We do have dad on WZYE, Santa Medite.
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Our resident man we call the Love Doctor. He hasn't been here for a while, but it's a new year. So you never know. So folks, we also say to you that we'll bring you the truth, the whole truth and nothing but the truth. We originate, we don't imitate. And to keep our word to you, we have put it in a...
Ansam LeBon and Marshall Nesbitt solemnly swear to conduct this radio program in a true, fair, and balanced manner, ensuring that all perspectives are given equal consideration and that the information presented is objective and unbiased. We pledge to provide a platform where diverse voices can be heard, fostering open and constructive dialogue that serves the best interests of our audience and community. Our commitment is to uphold the principles of journalistic integrity and ethical broadcasting throughout the duration of this program. Thank you.
Yeah, and there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Our /pledge to you, the people, that we bring you the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Let me bring in my co-host, the man himself, the one and only, Uncle Tommy. Tommy, how are you going?
Happy New Year to you. Happy New Year to the family. It's a pleasure to be here with you again. It's a splendiferous Thursday, of course, the first Thursday of the new year 2025. And I'm glad to be alive.
There we go. You know, every day that we get up and can able to breathe is a good day. Every single day.
I want to thank the Most High for keeping us and bringing us over the threshold.
And I think 2025 is going to be splendiferous, as you say. I want to agree with that. Yeah. I see. I want to see good things in the air. I put it that way. You know. So, folks, just as a note, coming up at the top of the hour, we have a political leader out of Tobago called Nikosi Phillips. Nikosi is the prominent leader and political figure in Trinidad and Tobago, founder and leader of the political movement TNT Youths Will Rise. So we'll be hearing from the political leader of the TTYR, TNT Youths Will Rise. So, you know, talk to the political leader and hear what the political leader has to say with respect to the politics of Trinidad and Tobago. Tommy, the New Year's was pretty good. I'll be honest with you. I went to my sister-in-law's house, which is about 45 minutes away from us. You know, all of the family was there. You know, my kids were there. My mother-in-law was there. My sister-in-law was there. Sister-in-laws that live close by, they were all there, and it was pretty good. And I had a nice long talk with my father yesterday. Talk for like an hour and a half.
That's great.
You know what I mean? And my father, yeah.
Yeah, I hear you. And that's all you got now, because Mom's is gone to the other side.
Go. Yeah. Live on direct out at Tobago, you know.
Yep.
So me, I feel I want to move to Tobago, but I feel.
You're making me jealous.
Yeah. Hey, Dad, if you're listening, squeeze out a little piece of land for me now.
I hear that.
Hey, Tommy.
I hear that. I like that idea.
Yeah, give me a little something so I could pop a little bed and breakfast and we could make some Aussie dollars. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Pop a little bed and breakfast. You know? But we have a place up in Lavante, up in Snake Valley, Lavante. But I know if I could pop a bed and breakfast up there.
Well, things will get better. You just gotta give it time.
Yeah. We had a great time, man. We had a look that we could put up a bed and breakfast up in Snake Valley, Lavante.
Wow.
Valley. Yeah, Snake Valley. Yeah. Snake
Sounds really good too.
Yeah. But you know, Tommy,
What are you gonna call it? Snake and ladders?
call it what?
Snake and ladder?
Of course, I know snakes and ladders. That's what I go call it. Nah, we call it snake and ladder. Nah. But Tommy, you know me say this, eh? In my estimation, Lavantil has always gotten a bad reputation, a bad rep. If you speak to people from other Caribbean islands and you tell them you live up in where you from? Say, boy, up in Lavantil, boy, what? Up there real bad.
Well, since I small, anytime you're from Lavantil or from John.
Stigma.
Yeah.
And up to today, people that say, boy, that's where you grew up. Eh? But Tommy, I get this story about my partner who dropped me down on the taxi stand 2 o'clock in the morning and they want to drive me up the road, right?
True.
Yeah, boy. I never forget that. Hey, Michael Guerra. I calling your name, eh? Yeah, Michael Guerra. Remember when you dropped me in tongue? In the Lavantel taxi stand and tell me you ain't going up there? How will you tell me no, Tommy? Boy, Tommy say, boy, I can't go up there, boy.
Where that guy from? He from Santa Cruz?
Where you come from?
Which part of Trinidad he from?
He from up that side. He from Valsin. What's the Valsin area he from?
Okay.
You know, because then he already had a perception. And the man dropped me on the station, boy. He said, Slim boy, I'm sorry, you know. 2 o'clock in the morning, boy. He said, I can't go up there, boy. I said, I mean, you can't go up there in a car. He said, nah, boy. I said, wait. I said, I'm a partner, you know. Michael Guerra calling you out, your partner. Somebody go here and they might cut this out and send it for you. But Tommy, I was surprised, and I'm going to the chat in 1 minute. Tommy, let's do this, right? You know, I used to support the PNM. Everybody knows that.
Yes.
Everybody knows that. I used to support the PNM. And I still have friends who are PNM.
I would imagine so.
Yeah. So for the New Year's, one of them send me a personal Happy New Year's, you know. They send me the Prime Minister, right, speech to the people of Trinidad and Tobago. And I said to the person, I said, you know what? Well, I said, wow, you couldn't even send and say Happy New Year's, but you send out what the Prime Minister put to the nation. That's what you sending out. Tommy, did I miss something?
I guess he was trying to tell you something.
I was asking what did I miss? What did I miss? I missed something. Because I felt on a day like New Year's, you could send somebody, say, boy, Happy New Year, boy. The Prime Minister speech for the New Year's or his statement on his Facebook page or whatever. You know, you will send it maybe after. And you know, the person never respond to me. Tommy never responded. I'm not saying the person respond. They didn't respond to me. I say, wait.
I guess they were telling you something. They were sending you a message.
What message was that, Tommy?
Get in line.
Which line?
Fitzy line. Because you have Fitzy had the power to look up anybody he determined a threat to the national security.
But well, Tommy. Well, you know one of the legislation, they go into the High Court for one of them, well, 2 or 3 of them legislation, right? You know, being taken to the High Court. The government. They have until Monday to respond. If they don't respond by Monday, I think they get a pre-action protocol letter. And if they don't respond by Monday, they're taking them to the High Court. Tommy, and I'm going to play it just now. You know, there's part of the legislation would say, if they lock you up for whatever reason, even if they're wrong, you can't sue them. You know that?
That's called CYA clauses.
Right. And what they're going to do, the president, they're going to have a special fund, and the president can decide, well, your lockup was worse than that one lockup, right?
And you get more.
Yeah. And PM Rowley go tell she, well, listen, you know, he's a PM, he get locked up. He had to get more. But he was a UNC, he had to get less. So, I mean, this thing's serious, you know. This thing's serious, you know. Now, listen to this, eh? I personally, for the betterment of the country, don't have a problem with a state of emergency. Okay? First, it was way too late in the game in order for them to call a state of emergency, right? It's like the toothpaste was out of the tube months ago, and you didn't decide to call a state of emergency. When your back is up against the wall, you decide, you know what? Boy, election coming, boy, we have to do something. We can't sit down here and not do anything.
Yeah, and I do believe better late than never. Because if they never did do anything, then it'll be worse.
Right. So at least they're trying something. Right? And even when they're trying something, Tommy, they mess it up.
There's a lot of, the incompetence is obvious from the start. From day one, the incompetence has been glaring.
Tommy, you are 100% correct. It is glaring. You know, you could Panther have a song. Remember Panther song say you have a song say you can't see?
Right.
You can't see. Anybody could see. This Prime Minister Rowley-led government is the most incompetent government in the history of Trinidad and Tobago. You know, if you get them water to boil, you might mess that up. I'm telling you, if you get them water to boil, they might mess that up, Tommy. You might just put the pot on the fire and let the water boil long. That's how bad the incompetence is just on the mess up the state of emergency too. To mess it up.
You know, it's painful that under state of emergency that an attorney got killed.
Boy, yeah. The man just finished and they say he had a spectacular sermon.
Yeah, they keep playing it.
And as soon as the man walk out, the holy doors, right? In a state of emergency. Tommy boy?
It's clear that whoever was monitoring him had their operatives just standing by, poised and ready, and they just signaled them to pounce upon him as he came out.
That is so sad, man. We cannot have. And then the Prime Minister having a press conference tomorrow. Right? You're having a press conference tomorrow. And Tommy, listen to this, right? We could make an excuse for the Prime Minister and say, yes, the Prime Minister had a death in his family. That's why he didn't attend the press conference. Let me just say, let me give him an alibi. Make an excuse for him. But Tommy, I hear the day before or 2 days before, they had a big party and he was in the party. Yeah? And from the party, it's my understanding, he make a call for them to do that press conference. That is my understanding. And I want to know from the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago, Prime Minister Rowley, Is that fact or is that fiction? And we're going to play that too as well. I want to know from the Prime Minister, Tommy, if there was a party and he attended the party, and from the party, he called the minions and tell them, all you go out there and have a press conference about the state of emergency, right? And let me know what is the feedback after. And Tommy, there's a little controversy here. I didn't want to get into that because when people die, you have to respect that. You know,
True.
Prime Minister Rowley have on a balize tie. You know that? Listen to this one. He wear a balize tie for the MP that just passed. He wear one for Marlene McDonald, and he didn't wear one for Patrick Manning. And he's the same man back in 2012 tell people all of that to wear the balize tie no more. And he come back and he wearing it now. Make it make sense now, Tommy. Make it make sense. Either you're with the people wearing the tie, or let me catch myself. When I tell all you could wear it, after I wear it, then all you could wear it. Because I don't know if he tell them, well, you know, when I come to the phone, I come in with a balize tie, you know. Because he tell them, get rid of the balize tie. Yeah. Boy. I fella, boy. Sorry, boy. Hey, Takisha was first in tonight, boy.
Yeah, Kish. She make me miss Nadia, man.
Yeah, she back in form, boy. She back in form.
She had me missing Nadia when I saw her.
Yeah. Happy New Year to everyone in the village. Tommy and Sam, good night. Only love in the village. No room for hate or negativity. Just love. Here we go. Mr. Intellectual was up next.
Yep.
Good evening, Prawn, Uncle T, and all villagers. Hope you all have transitioned safely into 2025. Hope you all had a transformative Thursday. It was excellent. Hanif says, good evening to Keisha. Yes, just love in the village. Volsang says, good evening all, Professor Wall Street, Uncle Tommy, Hanif, and to Keisha. Tommy, boy, your partner get your phone early tonight, boy. Give me phone. You got at least on live, boy. 601, yes? Think it easy. Man, get at least on live, boy. Hi, Mrs. Julian. How are you?
It's like next thing he got banned you from speaking to his wife.
Let me say Happy New Year to you, Mrs. Julian. Good evening, Wall Street and Uncle Tommy. WZYE, love TT.
Yeah, man. Yeah, mean Gene. Happy New Year, bro.
Man using emoji now, you know, Tommy. All of a sudden, he get back his phone, and the man learn how to use emoji. When you didn't have his phone, he learned to use emoji. Good. All right. Bejam, good day, Uncle Tommy and Wall Street, all listeners. Lock on. Remember, share the live. Here we go. Today's menu, curry, Coscarab, and wabin. Is wabin? With hot sada roti and a glass of sorrel. I hear about wabin, you know. You just catch them in the river?
Yep. I thought it was canal fish.
Why you know about wabin? You're going to canal and catch them. What's the difference between that and eel?
An eel?
Yeah.
Nah, eel is one with plenty legs. Wabin is a fish.
Oh, wabin not slimy? I hear about wabin, but I never think I eat that one, no? What about Coscarab?
That is cascadu. That is
Cascadu. I hear about that one. I hear about Cascadu. Yeah, I hear about that. You see? I hear about things, don't worry. Carrot and Cavalli was the main fisher by way. You know about carrot and Cavalli, right?
Oh yeah. Kingfish. Kari, Cavalli,
Yeah. I think,
Redfish.
Tony, when the fishman used to come out by we, that's all he used to say, carrot and cavalli. But I think he had all kind of other fish. But he figured that them could only afford carrot or cavalli. We make no sense to tell them about kingfish. Right? Kingfish used to be expensive, right?
A little bit more than Kari.
Okay. Right. You see, that's what I'm telling you. When he come up with carrot, cavalli, carrot, cavalli. I know if you ever say kingfish. Oh, okay. Takisha says good night, Hanef. Nadira, welcome. Wall Street Tommy, and to everyone in the chat, good night and happy new year.
Same to you, Nadira. Nadira, where's Nadia?
Nadira wasn't rated to Nadia though.
I don't know, but
Nah, I don't think so.
the name's close, so that's why.
Oh, okay.
Anderson Wilson.
Yeah. Good night to you, man.
And Mrs. Anderson too.
And yeah, Kira, boy. Yeah. They're in good grace to the New Year's, boy. Things going good in the Anderson now, so yeah. Thank you, Nadira. Wall Street and Tommy, may the Almighty continue to bless you guys abundantly. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, and the same to you and yours.
Yeah. Caribbean Soul reach, boy. You reach. Caribbean Soul, good night, WZYE TV and listeners. Yeah. I tell you, Caribbean Soul reach, Wall Street. What is your views on Ola Christopher's statement that the TPS made significant progress in 2024?
Go
ahead, Tommy. Go ahead.
You express your view, Stoops.
Tommy, I watched that press conference, boy, and I just feel sorry for Ola Christopher, boy. Seriously, I feel, she just out of her element, and I know she trying, I know she trying her best, boy. But the body language, I mean,
well, no matter how you try, that taxi driver can't taxi an airplane.
I mean, she trying to sound like a commissioner of police and trying to sound like if, boy, but I feel, you know what? I can't be saddened that they put her in that position, but she was absolutely used to get, what I mean, not physically, but she was used to put in that position. So, go ahead.
To make a false impression.
Right. And them fellas on top, the fellow all the way at the top could pull these strings. You know what I'm saying? All right, here we go. I'm ready to go in Tobago. Go and raid all them TPP, all them secretaries in the TPP. Go and raid them house. And we go find something to talk about later. Go, you know what I mean? And she said, okay. And she go and do that. And Tommy, reliable sources have told me, listen, I have reliable sources. And I'm not calling no names. Reliable sources have told me that one of the edit, coming out of the SOE from when they had an inside meeting, all you listen, arrest as much people as all you can. Arrest as much people. And that is sad. That is sad. Because creating a perception that we're doing things. And that is sad, man. That is sad. Yeah, so Caribbean Soul, what is your view on Ura Christopher's statement that TPS made significant progress in 2024?
But you already expressed it already. It says stoops.
But Tommy, what make a person make those type of statements?
Everybody, it's just gamesmanship right through, man.
But you don't think when you make them type of statement, you make yourself and your whole organization look like fools, boy? Or it doesn't matter?
It doesn't matter, especially when you have your cheerleaders, sycophants, cheering you on.
All right, okay. Takesha says they're trying all out to get votes. The people of Trinidad and Tobago don't want them there to the PM. Please call an election. Well, he might have some. Listen, y'all. That fella is astute. Eh? He's an astute politician. Right? He's an astute politician. You have to be very, very, very careful. You don't know what you're coming with tomorrow. Come with something and you go change the you go change the dynamics. Yeah? You go change the dynamics. Right? Just Georgia, welcome. Wall Street and Uncle Tommy, happy 2025.
Same to you, just
Robert Nesbitt, welcome. Good evening, all. Happy New Year.
Hey, Rob, same to you, bro.
Yeah. Volsang say, here we go again. Talking about food. Volsang,
24 minutes, Volsang.
Leonard, but like he don't like food. He don't starve himself. Huh?
It looks so.
Yeah. I feel he don't starve himself. I feel he'll just be using cricks. Yeah. Cricks and what is the other one, boy? There was another one, man. Was a little sweeter than cricks. So was sweet. Yeah, a little sweeter than cricks. It's to come in a pan, man. No, a pan, man. A pan. Yeah, I forget the name of that one. Robert the Walls, I saw Gordon Joseph posting a different program. I acknowledge as Gordon Joseph, he posts to me that is not his name. Laugh out loud. That's your name. Your name is Gordon Joseph. So you don't let him tell you otherwise.
Anyway, you know him before us, so you know his.
Yeah. I had another name for him, and I changed that one name to that name. Once you get them name, you them name the stick. You understand?
You know what you know.
Yeah, I know.
You're both Chumacanians.
No, you know from Chumaka. Don't game that you from Passy Street.
I thought he was a Chumacanian.
Nah, you not from Chumaka. He not from Chumaka. Chumaka don't produce them type of people. We don't produce them type of. He from down Passy Street.
But once you went the same sycophant boot as he.
Nah. My own was a lower level. my sycophancy was a lower level of sycophancy.
Okay.
He is penthouse sycophant.
Right.
I was just second floor. You understand?
All right.
Yeah,
all right.
Full floor. You know, but
he getting higher benefits.
Yeah, man. He and Patty them all the way up in the penthouse. Him and P them up to them. Penthouse.
Eating caviar.
Caviar, yes, caviar. Yeah. And no Sorrel and Moby, you know. Nah. Sorrel and Moby, you're mad.
Bubbly,
man. Bubbly. Yeah, bubbly.
Pink bubbly.
Big man. Yeah, when you throw that coke, your hand just pop.
Pow!
Pow!
I see.
Moet is a good one.
Yeah.
Nah, them above Moet. Yeah, them above Moet. Nah, I don't think them know what Moet doing. No. Nah, them know what Moet. Them nobody sparkling one. You know, the sparkling one Seventh-day Adventists that's used for champion.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm know about. Yeah. Let's get them by the night. Let's get them by the
Dollar store?
Oh, you just get them by?
I don't know.
I ain't sure, you know. Nah. Nah, let's get that by Whole Food. By Whole Foods.
Over Whole Foods.
Yeah, let's get one by Whole Foods. Yeah. Caribbean Soul says, come on, Wall Street, stay focused. Now is not the time to be talking about fish and things. You gotta talk about a little food in here, man. Volsang says, Soul, I'm always beginning to miss the other program.
Oh, shucks.
Yeah, you know what I mean, Tommy? Come on, talk a little food and thing, boy. Nadira says, no, I'm not Wall Street. I'm not related to Nadia. Okay. Volsang says, I don't feel sorry for the COP. I feel sorry for those she lead. Oh, God. Caribbean Soul says, Ola is a dashboard puppy. What is that? Okay. All right. Joshua says, Wall Street, Cascadoo and Cascarab is different.
Hey, I stand corrected. I
Tell me
thought
what kind of fish roll you made on there, man?
I like the word fish hole.
You made on that fish.
Guess what? I'm not a big fisherman, so
Yeah. No, but I trying to learn here and for other people to learn. I know Cascadoo. But them song like is a fish family.
that's what I thought.
One is a male and one might be a female.
Do and rab?
It's a male and female fish, right?
Yeah.
So the Cascadoo must be the male and the Cascarab is the female because the rab. You know, a rab.
Cascadoo must be. I don't know. The rab must be Muslim.
I'm telling you, how it get a name, boy? Just show how it get them name. How it get Cascadoo and Cascarab. How it get a? I think it get them name to me. Yeah.
I know. Maybe let me Google it and see.
Yeah. Find out how it get Cascadoo and Cascarab.
What's the difference with Cascadoo and Cascarab?
Yeah. Darren says, what area are they arresting people from? Is there any area, you know?
Yep.
They are full of surprises.
You see this, so they could come and get you regardless of where you are.
Yeah. Wall Street, because of the 5 murders, that's why they had the SOE. Okay. Volsang say Walls tanks. Oh, yeah. Just saw that here. It's go Dixie Biscuit. Dicey Biscuit. Dixie, boy.
That's
yeah,
it.
boy. Dixie Biscuit, boy. Dicey Biscuit, boy. If you need that biscuit growing up, you ain't no Trinidad, you know. Curtis Monteshad, welcome. Charlie, good night, Wall Street, Uncle Tom, and everyone. Happy New Year to all. Yeah. You guys?
It depends on the Cascarab. I ain't reached there yet.
Okay. Yeah, so let me go here. Let's see what happened here. So, folks, of course, we have. Oh, I forget. Yes, boy. Tommy, we named Fali Chavez Augustine Man of the Year of Trinidad and Tobago.
That's right.
Yep, we're gonna get to that. Mr. Intellectual, welcome.
Good evening and blessings to you all for 2025.
Same to you.
Live. God's richest blessings. Hope that we could see better times. To start with Coscorp, And Wabin is two things that is again in the river. Wabin is known as the wolffish, and the Coscravanum is known as the Akaras, and that's where it's put in aquariums and things. Are big ones that is normally eaten and stuff like that. Yeah, but coming back to what we discussing this evening.
Wait, but Mr. Intellectual, what about the Casca? Is Cascarab and Cascadoo? What about the Cascadoo?
The Cascadoos?
Yeah.
Those are a type of armored catfish. The correct name is Cascadura. Yeah, that's a scientific name. It's longer than Cascadura, you know. It has some other thing that will be on it, but I can't remember that right now.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, that thing, you fish them in the rivers, and that is just Korean thing when you go by the riverside and you want to make a little river fish cook. Yeah, you curry down that oil. Most items just cut it up and fry. It's easier to eat that way.
Go ahead.
So I see that everybody had a good 2024 transition into 2025. I see most of the people and I'm out on the chat and everything, and I'm thankful to God that we all made it through and that we could transition from 24 to 25. Sad to say a lot of people didn't make it. You remember the other day when we were discussing the SOE?
Yeah.
I asked that question, is there something any more than the person?
I remember that very vividly. I remember that.
The question arises, no. Are we seeing some things playing off? What really it is in immortal that they don't want us to know? Because the pestle hitting as hard as possible, you know. Just so they find a ex-footballer with guns and $25,000 in US.
Yeah.
I mean, you know how much money in TT dollars.
Yeah.
And some all kind of thing you're seeing popping up now. How come all the time they didn't have a curfew? I mean, they didn't have a SOE, and they couldn't do anything. So it's only SOE that's bring out them kind of thing. It's only when you have a SOE you could do policing work.
That'll give them a reason too. That'll find a reason for them to do their work.
Or is it that at this present time is to take your mind away from exactly what is going on in the country, to keep you in suspense so that they could continue doing what they're doing without anybody being attracted to the misdemeanors that happening in the government? Are we so gullible that we're going to fall for this trap? That they wait until the last minute things get so bad? How come it didn't have no reprisal again? Or was it that so-called this mass shooting and all this kind of thing that was supposed to go and take place?
Yeah.
Reprisals.
Was it a setup for the man for the lawyer to get shoot?
Yeah.
Top of
These
the
are some
hour.
questions that bother me plenty, you know. Because this man was a special prosecutor, you know.
Yep.
Just like Dana Sita Hall. You understand? The man had connections with the SSA. He had connection with the DPP office, with the Attorney General's office. Here any kind of place that this man was working in? Why does this man know that they had to take him out?
Mr. Intellectual, we had to go for the break. You got to call back. Right?
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, man. Bless. Gonna go for the break. Yeah. So, folks, coming up next after the quick break is we have a political leader out of Tobago should be joining us at the top of the hour. Let's go for the break. We'll be right back. Stick on stage. It's in the village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Walshid, and you on WZYE 95.9 FM. We'll be right back.
You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio, WZYE 95.9 FM.
According to a Caribbean Development Bank poverty assessment, 26.3% of black people in Trinidad and Tobago live below the national poverty line under Prime Minister Keith Rowley. This is significantly higher than the national poverty rate of 15.2%. The poverty rate for black people is also higher than the poverty rate for other ethnic groups in Trinidad and Tobago, such as East Indians, 12.5%, and mixed, 10.6%. There are several factors that contribute to the epidemic poverty rate among black people in Trinidad and Tobago. These factors include historical discrimination. Black people in Trinidad and Tobago have faced.
In the sun-soaked streets of Trinidad and Tobago, a subtle shift was underway. A quiet transformation echoed in statistics and felt in the hearts of its people. According to the World Bank, a glimmer of change illuminated the lives of black citizens between 2010 and 2015 under the UNC government. The numbers spoke a story of progress, albeit slow. In 2010, nearly 19.8% of black Trinbagonians struggled beneath the poverty line, surviving on less than $2.15 per day. With each passing year, the percentages dwindled, marking a gradual descent. 19.3% in 2011, 18.8% in 2012, 18.3% in 2013, 17.8% in 2014, and 17.3% in 2015. The downtrend, though slight, was a testament to the efforts aimed at alleviating the burdens of poverty. Yet, amidst these incremental improvements, a stark reality persisted. The poverty rate in Trinidad and Tobago remained alarmingly high, reminding the nation of the uphill battle it faced. And within this overarching struggle, the black community bore a disproportionate burden. Historical discrimination, lack of educational and employment opportunities, and social exclusion conspired to create a persistent cycle of poverty for black Trinbagonians. Living on less than $2.15 per day was not merely a statistic, it represented a daily battle for survival. Families stretched meager resources to cover basic needs, faced with the daunting challenge of putting food on the table, providing education for their children, and accessing adequate health care. The struggle was not just financial but also a fight for dignity and equality.
And Tommy, the press release you see in the back, Tommy, they put a press release today. I want to ask Nikosi, are you ready? Just give us a thumbs up. Yeah, you got to fix your camera a little bit. You got to bring it down. Down a little bit. No, not up, down, down. You're going up, down a little more, a little more, a little more. A little more. All right, here we go. I think you're good right there. Okay. So, folks, here
Yeah,
we
that's
have.
perfect. That's perfect.
Yeah, that's perfect right there. So here we have our guest, the political leader, Nikosi Phillips. Nikosi Phillips is a prominent youth leader and political figure in Trinidad and Tobago. She's the founder and leader of the political movement TNT Youth Will Rise, TTYR. This organization focuses on social activities and programs aimed at empowering the youth, providing rehabilitative services, and supporting vulnerable groups such as battered women and single fathers. Phillips also serves as the youth ambassador for Trinidad and Tobago, representing the country at international forums like the Commission on the Status of Women, CSW, in New York. Her work emphasizes collaboration with community organizers to create a positive impact on the lives of young people in Tobago and beyond. So there you have it, political leader Nikosi Phillips. What part of Tobago are you located?
Pleasant good night to the table. Pleasant good night to the listeners. I'm located in Buku Point, Tobago,
Say that
the
again, where?
western part of Tobago. Buku, Tobago, the western part of Tobago.
Become a father from Roxboy, no?
What
That's it.
surname he carries?
Eh?
What
Shaki.
surname he carries?
Libon.
Shaki? Lebon.
Yeah.
My mommy will know them. Leborune.
Leburne. Yeah, Libon.
Yeah, my mom will know them. I'm young, so
Oh,
I'm not getting used to my family members on the upper side of the eastern side of Tobago. I'm not getting to know my relatives and everybody. I'm more kept person. I'm more likely keep to myself and but now in the political arena I'm a public figure, so I'm now expressing those how to say outer feelings to get to know who my family members are.
mhm. So tell us, how did your political party originate? That's TTYR. Is it TTYR?
No, well, first of all, yeah, what you did, you introduced the Ambassador to Trinidad and Tobago Youthful Rise. That's the NGO-based organization in which I attend the United Nations Women's Conference and any United Nations conferences. The name of the political party is Unity of the People. I think they're supposed to send this for you, this symbol.
Oh, okay. All right. Unity
Yeah,
of
this is the yes, Unity of the People. We were formed in 2020. The media had it as an independent candidate, so I just ran with it, and then I contested the first time um, as the independent candidate for Unity of the People, registered organization with the EBC.
mm,
Was not successful. I entered the THA election, the first one, the second one still was not successful. We entered the local government election where Miss Afia Griffiths would have went up for Cebu Village, Bookmother Trustee, and we beat the PDP. We came third. We beat two national parties in Trinidad, and we did really good for the first time in Trinidad, having one lone candidate in that local government election, and we continued. Unity of the People was formed in 2020 because I was a part of the PNM before, and I left. And as I said to the media, I do not want to go back as to why I left, but I am going on to better things now. So the past is the past. And I felt the need of, even at the United Nations, we were not having proper representation at the United Nations, representing the interests, the possibilities of what is happening in our Caribbean, especially Trinidad and Tobago, at the United Nations. And then when I came back, I said, you know what, this has to stop. Too many fake people are representing the so-called people and not in representing the interests. So we started the party, the Unity of the People, the symbol as I just saw, the outer circle of the people is black because it's showing no color, no race, no religion, no disability, no gender, and no cultural diversity of us, the people of Trinidad and Tobago. The symbol shows us because we are people, we are human beings first before we become anything. And the center of the symbol, where you see the different colors, it shows that we try to bring back unity with the different colors representing different political parties that has to be merged back because of the difference of political parties, we have a separation of people based on race, religion, and gender. So what we did is just bring it back together by holding their hands, as you see here. We're trying to bring back unity to the people. I know it's going to take a while, but we think that kind of with that
You're muted. You're muted.
bringing,
Yeah.
putting a symbol. Oh, sorry, you got me. Yes, the
Yeah.
symbol will bring that level of unity back to our party.
Mm. So I just want to go back to something real quick, right? It seemed that if you started with the PNM, correct? You started in the PNM,
Yeah,
right?
I
Right.
was a youth. I was in the youth league, and I used to follow them. I used to support them. I used to do always in the youth league during projects and proposals and stuff. So yeah, and then I came out of that.
Right. So Nikosi, I used to
Hmm.
support the PNM, and I can tell you
Hmm.
vividly why I no longer support the PNM. But why you think it's a
Hmm.
mystery that you can't tell your supporters? Well, listen, I used to be over there. I used to be over there, but I'm no longer over there. But here's why, and this is why you're supposed to support the unity of the people. That's being transparent with the people who are going to follow you. So, like, for example, I can tell you, I can rat off for you why I no longer support the PNM. I could say, number one,
Mhm.
under Prime Minister Rowley, well, let me hear you, let me leave you. I could say why I no longer support the PNM based on facts. And I think, as a political leader, you
Mhm.
have to be, because you leading from in front. If somebody say, well, she said that
Yeah.
she didn't want to talk about that because well, this, transparency and accountability as a political leader. What says you?
Okay, first of all, some things were said, some comments were made, and derogatory comments. And for persons becoming young people and young leaders, and those type of comments that were made, it was not befitting of somebody holding an office, especially in the youth arm of it. Was
Audio.
was seeing,
Your
Audio.
audio.
yeah, I was seeing, yeah, you hear me?
No, we didn't hear you. We didn't hear you. You have to repeat it.
Right. I was seeing persons. Yes, it was not, the comments were not befitting. Then I got a message from somebody telling me certain things, and it was not befitting of somebody who's trying to be a youth leader. Notwithstanding that, I was seeing first young people taken advantage of, only being used for political election gimmicks, and then after that, we're ignoring our young people. The youths are being left on the side. If you're not a party fanatic, if you're not coming from a high family in the PNM, or you're coming to a trend line of the PNM, you're not going to get a university scholarship. You're not going to be pushed into getting a position and certain things, and all of that. It was really, it was really off because I couldn't sit by and see that certain people were getting the perks, and not everybody's child was getting the same thing. And one thing originated from that, a woman said to me one time, um, from the PNM, strong PNM member, um, I don't really care about anybody else. Once my children and them getting everything, I don't care. And they will stay PNM to the bone. And that signals that there are persons with the intentions of getting for their family and for themselves, and to hell with everybody else. And you see me, I have been through a lot. I've been through plenty of things. I've seen it happening in the village council, where it's a politically biased side, and things are happening. And I started to get fed up of that. And I said, you know what, let me just separate from them, do my own thing. I got a call from high up telling me, listen, we've seen what you're doing at the United Nations. You're recognized for your work there. We see people respecting you there. Get into the politics. I think about it. I asked my mom. She was kind of a little hesitant because they were strong PNM, and they're still strong PNM. But when it comes to voting for me, they will support me, and which they have always supported and voted for me. Um, I I will say that people have a choice of their own, and I just was not going to continue taking the nonsense that was happening. And I feel that people need to open their eyes, or young people need to open their eyes. They needed somebody to be transparent, somebody to speak of what is happening. I have been getting a lot of backlash, but for me, honestly, I have sacrificed a lot just to be in this political arena. I don't care what comments are made. I do not care how they try to come after me because I'm being real, I'm being open. And I think the type of leadership that is needed in this country is somebody who's open, transparent, and a positive leader that can make change and can bring change about. But the change has to come from the people. And I only have to do what the people ask me to do. And that is what I'm trying to do with this political party, whereby our manifesto right now is being built on the fabric of society. So that's why I left the PNM and I moved on to something on my own. I still speak to members of parliament. I still speak to some of the members there, still interact with them. It doesn't say that I have a hate for them, but it's just that I'm not going to be a part of what that how do you say that cult. I call it cult because based on what I've seen and based on being in there, it is a cult to me.
Mm.
And I don't want to be a part of that because we have seen lives being lost. We have seen our young people being led astray. Nothing positive to that. I don't really want to talk negative about the PNM or any other party because that's not my agenda. But I just, I had to leave. I had to do something for the young people because I've lost a brother by being led astray and all these things. So I need to, bring back our youth. as we see what is happening with the crime situation right now. So I try to focus on building a party that speaks for the people. As you see, representation of the people, which is unity of the people. Trinidad and Tobago needs that type of unity. It's going to be difficult for me being a small party now coming up, not going to be taking all the handouts with these financiers pushing money and you are wanting something in return. That's not what I'm about. So that's my breakaway.
So
Nikosi,
go ahead. Go ahead, Tommy.
Mhm.
I want to commend you on your effort, and I'd like to ask you, what is
Mhm.
your game plan as far as recruiting and building your organization?
Well, so far, our game plan is just to be real. And we have put out flyers, we have put out ads, we've put out letters as much as we can. I have started a TikTok, and since I've started the TikTok, I've been using the TikTok and other social media platform because biasly, the media houses of Tobago, Trinidad, and Tobago are very biased. As a political leader, um, as a political leader, I am supposed to be respected. I'm a politician as well. You are telling me that you're only showing UNC and PNM on TV, you're only calling other political leaders like Gary Griffith, ID, all the different parties, but you're only calling me when it's some kind of drama with the chief sec or drama with the prime minister. And these media houses have been so biased. They only call you when it's election time and they give you short minutes and stuff. I know you're trying to make the money, but I have been trying to use the social media platform. I have been trying to stay publicly, like going around me to staying on the ground with the people. I'm trying to build a team. We have a lot of fake people in Trinidad and Tobago, and I'm being very honest. People are coming, sent from other parties, coming to try to say, oh, they're going to join with us, trying to get information. Imagine I did 3 manifestos, and my manifestos were printed straight onto some other political parties' manifesto, like they were so brave not to change anything. So, it's like it's a challenge because not having money, everybody wants. And I always say to my candidates or anybody wanting to join us, anybody asks you on the walkabout, what is it that they're giving them? Tell them you are giving them proper representation because you do not know what is inside the treasury. We do not know what we're going to be facing when we're being elected into office. All we have to do is to wait and see what is happening. And that is all I can offer to the people. We have people saying that I'll be honest, over some of my executive, I cannot even call them out because they have to be working in the background. Because when we did that with this media house, she keep on pressing to find out, oh, she's seeing me alone, and why not the executive? And when I did put them out in the public, they have been attacked by their jobs and telling them if they continue to support me, they're going to be demoted. Some of them going to be fired and things. So they have been attacked. And for me, being a small person, a young party, I have to protect my executives. So I told them, I said, listen, if the people see me and the only thing that they see me, that's good. As long as I have an executive working in the background with me until I can protect you and I'm at the realm of protecting you, especially your jobs and your families, I want you all to stay in the background. Some of them are brave, some of them are still pushing on, some of them are posting about the party on this platform and stuff and still being attacked. But at the end of the day, we are trying our best to see how best we can build with the public. We have a constitution from since 2020. There is a constitution of TT Useful Rise over 150 pages. The constitution of the unity of the people was built on every single political party. All the political parties' constitution that does not speak for the humanity of the people of Trinidad and Tobago, we incorporated everything in that. Um, we keep on doing flyers. Sometimes I go down to Trinidad. We have a Google account where persons can register and become members of that such. And we're doing fundraisers. We're trying to build as much as we can. But I'm saying it's very hard for us because people only want, and they're afraid to come out because they're going to be politically biased, they're going to be discriminated and stuff. But I said to people, if you want change and you want to make a difference in your society, to hell with other persons or other political parties who will come after you all. It's not about you, it's about your future generation, which we are seeing that is in a mess right now. So to answer your question, we are trying all we can, but the media houses or some media houses, they are very biased. and they are only showing who they want. So what a platform I'm using right now is the social media platform, especially my TikTok, which is going very great right now.
So,
Great.
so Nikosi, we have a general election coming up in Trinidad very soon. Will your party be
Mhm.
taking part in that general election?
Unity of the people will be, as I said before, in 2020, we will be contesting every single election until God says to stop. Whether we lose or not, the key is to be persistent. The key is to allow us the chance to be a part of the political system, to be a part of the election system, and to give people chances and choices. And if the people continue to choose the wrong choices, we will still be there. But it's just that they can't come to us to give them exactly what they want fully because you would have chosen the wrong choices. So Unity of the People will be contesting the general election. So far on the 5th of December, the 5th of January, we're going to have a screening for the two candidates for Tobago East and West. And I will be the West candidate. The East candidate will be listed in a press release soon to released to the media houses. We are also still screening and looking for candidates in Trinidad. We have got some candidates, and we may not contest all 41 seats, but we're going to contest enough that the political party could be there. So at least we can have choices, the people can have choices, and the people could look out for a new political party. The aim is getting new voices in parliament. That is the aim right now because we need people that will speak for the people. We are seeing a two-party system that continues to break the society's fabric. When one does not agree with somebody, one walk out. This one is supporting, and then let me just say UNC and PNM go back. We're going to see just say UNC win. We're going to see the same thing. PNM going to walk out of parliament, not support the bill, and we're going to go back. Instead of Trinidad and Tobago going forward, it will not going. So the people of Trinidad and Tobago now has to decide, are we going to still continue to live in a bubble and have the two-party system that continues to fail our society? Or are we going to elect people and elect new voices in parliament that will be able to speak for the people of Trinidad and Tobago? I know some people are doing coalition, and I have no intention of doing so, but if given the opportunity to be that lone candidate to win the
You
Tobago
froze.
West or some of the seats, you see me?
Yeah, we listening. We listening. We hearing you.
Yeah, if
Yes.
given the opportunity to win that Tobago West seat and to win a seat in Trinidad with the other candidates, that would be great because at least we will now have a decision to make who will we give those seats to form the next government, and we will have a trump card because not only giving them the seats to form the government, but we will have a list of the things that we are demanding that we get for the people of Trinidad and Tobago, not for the party, but for the people. Tobago's autonomy is one thing. The the street, the streets of Trinidad and Tobago, the sustainable development goals for Trinidad, and certain other things that we have listed in our trump card list of things. We are hoping that we could get the opportunity to be our next Ian Robinson to make that decision, and that is my aim and my agenda for Unity of the People to have new voices in Parliament that will represent Tobago and to represent the people of Trinidad and Tobago in the Parliament.
Tommy, did you want to say something?
Yeah. What I want to ask you is it concerns the Tobago People's Party, TPP, in the election that you're going to be in. Do you believe that additional parties fighting for Tobago can open the door for the PNM to get right back in there?
I am of the clear view that whatever decision is made by the people of Trinidad and Tobago. Even political parties who now come and keep on opening the doors for that space of the PNM or the USC to win, especially Tobago, especially PNM, it is left for the people. The people have seen the work that I do and the party has been doing. The people have seen the work that the TPP has done, the PDP, and I think who's the other party they're showing on the TV more? Um,
NTA?
just the TPP, MTA.
When she
Well,
stopped.
MTA is Trinidad. That was the Trinidad parties.
Oh,
I think IDA is the Integrated Democratic Alliance with Dr. Angus. But as I said, is what the media has been showing. But I can speak for myself. I have been working way more than the ministers of government, opposition, and the TPP administration in Tobago, and that is a fact. And people who boldly say that that isn't a fact, well, something has to be wrong with you because my social media, my work, even at the United Nations, where unity of the people has just been signed on at the Black Paper Order that we had a meeting in Switzerland with the Summit of the Future, the pre-conference to the United Nations Summit of the Future, shaping the future, amplifying the minority voices for a sustainable future in Switzerland earlier last year. Unity of the People was the first Caribbean party and political party in Trinidad and Tobago to be signed on as a minority voice on the Black Paper Order, which was taken to the United Nations for approval. So that is a big thing for me. And it was not shown on social media, it was not shown on the media. They call me and say, yeah, okay, we good, we saw it. And up to now, nothing is on the media. So I am proud of myself. And I've always said, whatever Unity of the People is doing out there internationally, once the international recognition is there, I am glad. The opening of doors for the other political parties to make and win, that is a decision for the people to make. The people have choices. The people are seeing what is happening. And as I said, if the people choose to go back to the PNM and give the two seats to the Tobago West and East MP, good luck to them. If they choose to give it to TBP, which will give it to the UNC to form somewhat of a coalition over, good luck for them. And if they choose to give it to Unity of the People, I can give you proper representation. I can assure you that we have a plan to make sure that Tobago becomes a sustainable development country that will go forward for the future. But the choice is always to the people, and I cannot say that if we're giving way to the PNM to win again. So it's always left to the people because on election day is not really the PNM, UNC, whatever. So you see the people going to elect us into office. So I can't give room to that so far.
So let's say you did win the two Tobago seats and you had to make an alliance. Who would you align yourself with?
As I said, the unity of the people is making a list, which is called a trump card list of demands. And whatever political party is giving me that opportunity to get those things while in office, they will be the ones who will be getting it because it's not only the things that we are preparing, it's not for the party, it's for the people of Tobago, it's for the people of Trinidad and Tobago. For example, policies, projects, things to work on with the HCC development for the housing in Trinidad and Tobago, and the judicial system, constitutional reform, all these things we are drafting in a list or with our legal document to have it stand by, just as if we win any seat, because as I said, we will have candidates in Trinidad as well. So once we win that seat, or once I win that seat, I can assure you that I am not picking a side. But once the side chooses to give us and to sign on to what we have asked for the people of Trinidad and Tobago, we will be given that political side the leverage of governance with a few knacks and rules to it.
Okay.
See, I'm an outsider looking in, right? And why did it appears that the people of Tobago are not taking your party serious? Why does it appear to, and I'm saying appear, why does it appears
Mhm.
that the people are not taking your political party, you and your political party serious?
Um, Let me see. I'm being fair. There's gender-based issues where they use my personal life to attack me. That's one. Two, um, they're not getting what they're supposed to get in terms of they want this, they want that. Three, especially in Tobago, if you support me, it's an issue. If you support my party, it's an issue. You might not get a work, you'll be discriminated. So it's like the same thing. When PNM in power and you support anybody else, you're not going to get a job. TPP is in power, the same thing. Simple though you make comments on social media against TPP or the administration, look out for a blacklist, look out for an attack, and it's the same thing. So for me, I will say that people have their own choices to their political agenda and political rivals as who they choose. But that is a question you'll have to ask the people, which they have different reasons as to why they don't follow me. And I can't say they know why. And for me, if you're judging me from the outside based on appearance and looks, and not looking at the work that I've done and the meaningful transition that I've done in terms of being that level of respectable person, not only in Trinidad and Tobago, but internationally, and my dedication to the service to this country, I wish them all the best. Honestly, I can't really say.
You know, the first part of your answer, right?
Hmm.
What you talk about gender-based issues. What exactly gender-based issues are you talking about when you say gender-based issues?
Gender based issue, when I say gender based issue, persons are looking, okay, you'll be discriminated against because they will say, they will make comments, man in a dress, trans woman, this and that, all them using transgender thing. And the media, especially, and persons have been attacking me based on my sexual orientation, which, as I said, I am not discussing. I have dealt with that part on many occasions, and I'm not going to entertain any conversation with anybody on this nonsense again because this is what they're going to continue using and using to attack and using to not even you're not listening to what I'm saying, but they're listening to what people saying and looking at what the outside. I have dealt with that issue on many occasions, and persons continue to judge based on the negativity of what is being pushed in the media or the spaces on social media, and that's why I say gender based thing. Um, I just want to say this in short. Persons continue to use sexuality and gender to define an individual. As you have seen, Kamala Pasabi's sister, the Honorable, is a female prime minister. Say, oh, she's a female prime minister and she's a woman and she's weak. And we have seen, especially in the United Nations, we have seen women being attacked because they are not as strong as men, so they say, and they cannot be leaders because they are women. And people feel that women should be subjected to being housewives or just minding a kid and not being able to be a contractor, to do mason, to do be a plumbing. And people use gender and the sexual orientations to define a person. I am not defined by sexuality. I am not defined by gender. I'm not defined by religion, race, or nothing. I am a human being first before I become a sex, a race, or religion. And my work speaks for itself. So, with this level of intelligence, let's just say I forget about the politics and I go now to the criminals and say, listen, let me teach you how to beat the system, the court system. Let's go rob people. Let's go kidnap people. Let's make some money. Why is it that you are allowing young people, especially the young people who are in this country, who are leaving to go and make something better of themselves because you have 10 subjects, 13 subjects, but you're not being recognized here because people continue to judge you. They look at what you wear, what you have on the skin. But when you are in a suit or when you're picked under the so called big PNM or the big UNC, it's not an issue for them. So that's why it's agenda. As I said, I do not want to dwell more on it because I do not want to take away from the conversation. I have answered people nonsensical questions on this issue. I've spoke about it, and this has continued to be an issue leading in all the media because they want political points or they want media points or they want media views. And I'm not going to entertain the conversation any further in regard. Not to say on this platform, but I'm not going to entertain it to give people way of saying they lost track of what unity of the people is about and what we're meant to be and what we're meant to do for our people in society.
You know, to be honest with you, Nikosi, I wasn't gonna ask you. As a matter of fact, there were people putting things in the chat, and I wasn't gonna ask you anything about
Hmm.
that. But when I asked you the question,
No, I have no problem. No, go
yeah,
ahead.
yeah,
Yeah.
the
Uh-huh.
question came up was gender. I just wanted to kind of, I didn't understand when you say gender, what exactly. So, for example, let me put this on the screen for you. Eh? This is what somebody's asking. Let me
Hmm.
and And what I have done is that, can you see on the screen? Can you see on the screen?
Yeah, go ahead. Yes, I'm seeing.
You see what somebody asks? So what I'm saying is that there were other things in the chat that I didn't decide I wanted to go down that road, right? But once you kind of raise the point, other people are asking that question, like the question that person just asked there. I don't know if you want to answer it or not, but that's up to you.
I will answer it. As I said to them, I'm a human being first before I become a sex, a race, or religion. That question was answered. I'm not answering any fake profiles because those fake profiles are politically motivated, and I'm not going to be distracted by what this interview is about. This interview is about giving way to unity of the people to speak on the situation of the crime, situation of the country, letting people know what unity of the people is about. I know knowing your political leader and who you want to put in office and knowing about them is good. But as I said, based on the level of tax, this is 2025, and I'm being very serious because in my press conference, I'm going to let people know I am not going to be taking any more attacks from anybody. I am not going to entertain persons and a nonsensical conversation. If they want to ask me certain questions, such as those questions, feel free to come in front of my face and ask me. But I am guided by my legal team, which I have put together to respond to persons with those fake profiles and to respond to persons who will ask those stupid questions. The country is facing a crisis. We have people killing people, raping people. You all can't go in the church and tell those pastors who molesting children if they're gay, if they're by the street. You can't go into this singing choir. There's those artists that you're supporting, some of them undercover doing crap, and you're not asking them. I am here to help our country grow because we are having our crisis with our young people picking up guns. We are seeing too much of guns coming in the port of entries. And I am going to be sitting on here to answer people with nonsense about my gender and let them decide on that because when their husbands and their wives going out in the dark to do certain things, they don't ask them anything. I am not going to entertain people and their nonsense. I understand what you're saying, but I am here to deal with issues. I am here to give solutions to the issues and how do we move forward as a country and how do we grow as a country. That is what unity of the people is about. If you have to continue to sit down to look at me, well, sweetie pie, whoever you ask a question or whoever asks a question, you have a lot of thinking, a lot of questions to ask because it would not be answered by me. Unfortunately, I am tired. I am tired of people not looking at the point of the work that I'm doing and just continue to come with the nonsense and the nonsense and the nonsense. I have to answer to God, not man. When I stand before God, I am not holding anybody's hand up there to answer any questions, and I'm just not going to answer any more questions. I said what I said. I have dealt with that situation since 2020, and if you that is the only question you could ask after all these 4 years of me being a political leader, I wish them all the best.
So Nikosi, how do you then move from one place, right, to be the place of a political leader of your party and trying to get people to bind to the vision of the unity of the people? How do you get people to bind to the vision of the unity of the people if they're just looking at Nikosi instead of looking at what the party is doing? How do you get
Well,
that?
as I said, we are trying to build the executive. We are asking people to come on board for the executive. We are trying to form the executive. As I said, that this election we will have the full executive being exposed to the public and to be in front of scrutiny, so people will see who has been working with me in the background. We are using our social media platforms as much as possible. And as I said, I'm not trying to buy anybody. My work speaks for itself. Unity of the people work speaks for itself. What we have been doing internationally and at the United Nations and on behalf of the people of Trinidad and Tobago, whoever it fits, we are trying to give a chance to persons for proper representation. And if you don't want to be a part of it, it's not a problem. As I said, people always say, "Oh, you lost." Yeah, when I see it, and I never lose anything. I have my sanity. When I go into my cupboard and my fridge, I still see food, and I still see this. And then I have lost election. Okay, good, I lost, but I'm still giving out 10,000 hampers for December. I'm still giving out toys. I'm still helping people. If somebody calls me and says they need help, I'm looking for jobs for people. It does not stop me Losing an election does not stop me from continuing to do what I want to do on behalf of the party and to making sure the party continues to live on in the political archives for what we are doing. As I said, the work that we're doing is not being pushed by the media because the media have their biases. They will show who they want to. So to say that I'm buying or having people buying this certain stuff, all our information is there on Facebook, political leader N. Phillips. You could get it on Unity of the People TT on Facebook. You have it on Instagram. You have all of our work, all of our information, everything that we do, our description of our symbol. We have our mission statement. Our constitution is going to be online just now, in booklet form. We have persons coming to register. We have personal registration and stuff. So we are doing as much as we can. We may not be financially stable to be like the big parties to do big trucks and all these nonsense. But at the end of the day, when it comes to serving the people and helping wherever we can help, we are going to try our best to help. People must understand that you can't just force yourself on new political parties like us. When you all vote the big ones, the question is when your name is on the list to be a voter, why isn't your name on the list to receive a hamper, to receive a scholarship, or to receive anything else from those big political parties? So we are going to, as I said, we are trying to change the narrative. I know people are seeing me. I have some good supporters. I have persons who are giving me good positive comments. The negative comments, I filter them out. They do nothing towards me. They do not hurt me. They do not harm me in any form or fashion. I am trying my best to give my representation for these two last elections. This is the general elections and the Tobago House of Election with my executive and myself. I must commend my executive. They have been going beyond the call of duty to assist me to this level. And I have to be a mad person to continue saying I have an executive, but I have a full manifesto, a full constitution, writing letters to myself, drafting letters to myself, doing a press conference, researching things. I had to be a mad person to be here. As I said before, because of the political climate in this country, when I posted the executive, they were being attacked on their jobs, and I had to defend them by asking them to take a step back and let the people see me for now. But this general election, I can assure you, they all will be coming forward because this is a hit or a miss. And we're going. We are all standing together. I've asked them, I said, listen, it is time for you all to come forward. It is time for us to put aside that. If they want to come after you all, let me deal with them. And I am going to deal with them because at the end of the day, this political nonsense has to stop. Because at the end of the day, when you go into your houses or you go on the road, you don't see color, you don't see that. You just see everybody as human beings. And if people want to take this political thing, as I've seen it done in the market, this man harassing this old man in the Tudor market because they have on a red jersey, that is what we are trying to do. We're trying to stop people from being politically biased and racial against each other.
So Nikosi, I wanna send um your I don't know what this person is in your party, Joel Blaze.
Mhm.
So
Yes.
Joel was the one who was very persistent. He reached out to me, you know, and he asked, he said, "Can I have my political leader on the program?" I said, "Okay, who is your political leader?" Right? And we kind of we went back and forth. So if Joel is your what are your PR person, Joel have done a splendiferous job. You know what
Yes, of course. Yeah, he don't give up. Let me tell you something. Joel has
I
been with me since 2020 supporting.
mean?
Even at the loss of my brother, he has been there. And, he keeps reminding me of what I set out to do. And I could call Joel and say, Joel, hey, I need this now. I need to get this done. I need this paper done. I need this flyer done. I need this done. Where he is always there, and he has always been pushing me to get on the media houses, especially because he gives that support, and also with that support, he's also been attacked. But when he can stand up against his attackers and say, "Listen, I am seeing a leader, and not what you all say," that is the type of people I want around me. And Joel is doing a tremendous job. His heart is there. I know someday he will be a good future leader. And if I'm saying it publicly now, if I am to choose the Minister of National Security to fight with me to fight the crime of this country, I'm going to choose Joel to fight with me as the Minister of National Security because his heart is in the right place. And I know he will do a good job because when it comes to the country and the safety and security of the citizens, because I'm hoping one day to be a prime minister. And if given the opportunity that I could be at this venture, well, trust me, you're going to get the best prime minister after those prime ministers back then, way, way, way back then. Because I'm not going to be taking any crap from anybody. I am going to make sure that all my citizens will be safe. And with Joel at my side as the Minister of National Security, trust me, this country is going to take a turnaround. And as I said to them, who can't swim, don't worry, we have a place for you. We're going to put you in a boat and ship you out. Because if you cannot abide by the rules and constitution of Trinidad and Tobago, if you cannot love your neighbor, and if you cannot live in accordance with the rules that are guided by a country, well, something has to be wrong with you. So Joel is doing a wonderful job. Afia Griffith, well, that's one of my next candidates again, who went up for the local government election, which has done a tremendous job. And as I said, we have some candidates coming out. We are not ready to launch as yet. We will be listing the names. We will putting right now. We're working on it. We have a retreat to go on. We're going to get a retreat so we could be guided by some international, some lawyers, some international politicians, and some private ministers from other different various countries who I met at the United Nations. They are going to give us a 4 days retreat to teach us about the political climate, what things that we have to work on. My presentation and presenting and speech, because I know on interviews I speak with too much passion that sometimes I speak very fast. And I sometimes it doesn't come across. So we're going to get a lot of training and to get ready for the general election because, as I said this year, and I sent a message to the media houses that I am not playing. I am coming with full force because for the past 4 years, unfortunately, to tell you how I'm a psycho in a good way, I have been studying all the political opponents. I've been studying their rivals, their ministers, their both THA. I've been studying their movements, how they respond to the media, how they lie, and then they can't remember. I have been focusing on every single one of them. So now I am ready to battle. I'm ready to challenge every single one of them. And I will not be attacking, and I've never attacked anybody personally. But when they hold an office that they do not work for the people, that is where I'm coming after. And I said to all my political candidates, anytime you go on a platform and you disrespect a person's family or their personal life, you are not going to be a part of my cabinet or a part of my team. We are focused on issues. We have to deal with the issues. If somebody attack your family, leave it like that. We have lawyers that are standby that will deal with them. And as I said, I am coming because the group of international lawyers that I've put together, along with some lawyers here in Trinidad and Tobago, they are working and ready for this general election because, as I said, when people come with their outer time and behavior, I'm not going to give them way. I'm going to keep focused and stay focused on the issue, stay focused on what I'm going to bring to the people, bring in the manifesto to the people, and that is about it. I am ready to battle. I'm ready to let them see what they have been hiding in training, and I've been training myself for the past 4 years. And this general election, I am coming full steam ahead.
You know, Nikosi, I want you to look at this.
What advice do you have for the?
Yeah, hold on. Let me get
Somebody said, yeah, I
this
saw.
one. You see, look at that one on the screen there. But I don't want you to think I am the one
Who
that.
financially party?
Yeah. So they
No,
ask.
no, no. I listen. Let me tell you something. When I become prime minister, I want you all to ask me questions. I will not be bashing across any questions. I am open to questions, and if I can answer, I answer. If I can't, I can't. So, as somebody says, who's financially party? Presently, we are doing all fundraisers. We're doing our little raffles. We have more raffles coming up soon. We are doing our own finances from our pockets. I have friends abroad and friends who are just sending jerseys or whatever we need for our party to move on. So far, we have had finances, and I'm glad you asked me this question. And my operation manager could back me up, and my executive could back me up. Since I started the election, persons are reaching out to me to ask me to finance me. And I asked them the question first, what is it for you? And why would you want to finance me compared to the other parties? They are telling me that when you win or if you win the seat, they want to get contracts, They want to get a little play in the THA, they want to get a plane. And I stopped them one time. I say, hey, stop. I am not that one. You all are the ones who have the country in the way it is now because you all have the prime minister balls in a vice grip, you all have the opposition leader balls in a vice grip, and other political parties because this political party is going to be built on change, and I am not accepting no money because let's say I then win. The first thing all I'm gonna do is put up on papers all the political leaders take money from all there, and I'm not going to let nobody is going to hold me to ransom. I told my executives nobody is to take any money from any person saying that they want to take. If they want to donate to the party, they can donate jerseys, they can donate this, they can donate. But anybody who's coming to give, I had to turn down. Trust me, it have people calling me and asking me that question all the time. Some big finances up to when boy, just last December, this person calling 3 to 4 times and asking the same thing. So you make up your mind that are you going to take the money? I am not taking any money from anybody to have me to hold the country at ransom. That is not going to happen. If persons want to donate, if persons want to contribute to whatever we're trying to do for the elections, I have no problem. Until we can build us, as I said, we're a small party building. We have proposals, fundraising. We want to do a raffle, a car raffle. We want to do some other raffles so we could raise funds and stuff for the party. That is what I'm going to do. My friends told me in America and other places, listen, we're going to help you. If you want jerseys, if you want certain things, we're going to sell it to you. Do not take money from people who you don't trust and who you don't know. So presently, that is what is happening.
So,
What
so
advice do
Nikosi,
you have for the? Mhm.
have you always lived in Tobago? Am I like if your schooling is your schooling all in Tobago, or did you go outside of Tobago regarding school, anything like that?
I went to school and I went to Book Government School, primary school. I went to After that I went to Hammers. I was 1 out of 10 students who passed common entrance, the only 1 out of 10 students who passed common entrance that year. And I went to Hammers, which is a private school. After Hammers, I went to Costa City campus to do pharmacy. And after that, I started courses in Seattle College in Baltimore. I'm still doing some courses presently at some colleges in the US, which I'm not saying. I'm not finished yet, so I don't want people to like me. But I'm doing courses online. Plus, when I go back and forth in the US, I do in-person courses. Um, I grew up on Nelson Street. My aunt used to be in Nelson Street. I used to grow up on Nelson Street. I used to stay in Digger Martin, Blue Basin. My aunt used to stay in Junin Avenue. I grew up on Junin Avenue in Belmont, South in Laramie, Palmis. So I used to, grow up when I used to go to school in Trinidad. I used to stay in those areas, and it was back then. It was home for me. It still is home because sometimes I go to the areas to meet family and things. So for me, and my mom was saying last night, she said, "Why is it that you just go down Trinidad and want to feel safe, but in Tobago you don't feel safe?" And I said, in Trinidad, I feel so safe in Trinidad, and sometimes I'll be walking the road and normal, not even thinking about anybody harming me because I still believe Trinidad is hope in Trinidad and Tobago. So schooling, I'm still doing some schooling online. I'm still doing some courses, trying to build my background, trying to build it up as much as I can. But most of the time, I live mostly in Tobago. And for people who did not know, I actually was grown up in Prince Elizabeth home. I am a special needs child.
There we
I
go.
was raised in Prince Elizabeth home. I was born with a deformity in the leg, and I could not have walked. They told me I couldn't talk and all these things. And that is why I'm more focused on special needs and doing things to single moms and single fathers because where I come from, and a lot of people would never know that. I think I just won the award. I won the award for the Youth Triumph last year with the Tobago Sports Awards and the Youth National Youth Sports something. I won the Youth Triumph when they saw me in the braces and stuff, and people didn't know back then. So that is why, as I said, people should get to know me and not know what people tell them about me. As I said to people, I am an open book with no pages. And people ask me, well, what do you mean? I am an open book with no pages because unless you sit with me one to one and get to know me, then you'll be able to write a page and put it in the book and say, okay, this is Nikosi. This is Nikosi. This is not, you're not going to put, oh, this is what somebody tell me. This is what somebody tell me. So at the end of the day, I grew up in Trinidad and Tobago, I will say, and I will always, as a leader, I'm going to keep Trinidad and Tobago. When I become Prime Minister, one day or not, Chief Secretary, one day or not, my mantra is to continue to have Trinidad and Tobago being the twin republic of the island and of all the Caribbean states.
Now, Nikosi, we have 5 minutes left, right? I want to ask
Right.
one. Someone asked, how many members are there in your party? How many members are there?
The member, I don't have it offhand. Okay, so far, the executive runs from the chairman. We have at least 14 executive presently, but we have a seat of 21 because, as I said, we're still building, we're still screening persons to become on the level, the membership so far. In Tobago, on the registration chart, I saw 24%, which is about 370 something percent. In Trinidad, the different parts, South, they had 53%, but they had them broken up in different places. I think South had 1,000 something, East had 8 something. I can't bring it off my hand. I do not
Yeah,
want to
yeah.
lie to you. It will be posted, but a lot of persons have been registering. As I said, persons can register just because they see me giving away hampers and doing all of this and stuff. So you can't really tell until an election day or you see them come out to support one of our meetings. So for me, membership is coming along.
Okay. So last thing before we go is, what advice do you have for the chief secretary? We have about 2 minutes left. If you could,
Right.
if you could do that in 2 minutes, what advice do you
My
have?
advice, my advice for the chief secretary is to give up and call the election now, because you would have failed, and for you to come on the TV and talk about the prime minister failing, you have done even worse to Tobago. You have killed Tobago, RIP, upside it down.
That's the advice?
I think that is, yeah, the shortest way to possible. Give up.
Well, Nikosi, it's a pleasure having you here. And again, I want to say to Joel, persistency is very important, and you did a splendiferous job in getting us to this point. So any closing words before you go, Nikosi?
I would like to thank Trinidad and Tobago so far, the citizens who would have supported Unity of the People, who would have supported me and encouraged me. I can assure you that my leadership speaks for itself, and the work that I'm doing and will do if elected into office. Please give me a chance. Like any other child or any other person in those PNM or UNC, I deserve a chance. And unless given the opportunity to serve you, you will see what I can do and what can be done for the greater good of the people of Trinidad and Tobago. If you want to get me, you can get me on political leader N. Phillips or Unity of the People on the Facebook, or you can get me on TikTok at Unity of the People TT. Feel free to ask me any questions. Feel free to, any concerns that you have. I'm hoping that I will get the opportunity the next time to come and talk about hardcore issues and what I'll be doing I like to predict myself as a future prime minister or future chief secretary. So next time I'm given the opportunity on your stream, I can be able to project some of the questions and answers to give you in terms of crime, in terms of sustainable development for the country. So thank you so much for having me. Trinidad and Tobago, I appreciate you guys so much. Even the haters, I still love you. And one day God will continue to bless you to have a change of mind and a change of heart towards me.
So Nikosi, next time you come back, we could throw the tough questions.
But I was hoping for the tough questions, I was ready for it, And you realize I don't use paper. I speak off my head. So I guess when I come back, hit me for 6. Ask me the most hardest and tough questions, and I'll be ready for you. Trust me.
Nikosi, it's a pleasure. And we want to thank you so much for taking the time to join us. It's always a pleasure.
Thank you, Nikosi, and
thank you so much. All the best for the new year as well.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, there we have it.
Okay,
So folks, there we have it. To me, them people on them question on them day, but other kind of
yeah.
You know what I mean, Tommy? Oh God,
they were going down a path there that
the other kind of your car, it you gotta be.
Yeah, well, what is the sexual orientation story?
Yeah, well, who cares? Who cares what she is, man? Seriously, or he is, he or she, whatever it is. What about if me?
We could clearly see a woman.
Let me go for the break. We'll be right back, folks. We're gonna go for the break. We'll be right back. It's In the Village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Walsheet, and you on WZYE 95.9 FM. We'll be right back after this. Stick and stay. Don't go nowhere.
You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio, WZYE 95.9 FM.
We are back with you. It's In the Village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Walsheet, and you on WZYE 95.9 FM. We come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. That's every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. Don't forget, folks, share the live, WZYE 95.9 FM on X and Facebook, WZYE TV on YouTube. And you
Phone
can reach
numbers.
us 973-868-1444. 973-868-1444.
Also at 973-609-6509. That's 973-609-6509. Remember, text and voice notes are welcome. And don't forget to share the live. Share the live.
There we go. Brooklyn, welcome.
Good
Brooklyn.
night to you, Washington. Uncle Tommy. Good night to you all. Good night to you.
Happy New Year, Brooklyn.
Happy New Year, man.
Happy New Year to you guys as well. Now, Washington and Uncle Tommy, viewers and listeners. I just listened to an interview there, and it really has some jokers that wanting to become leader of people.
Why you say that?
No, I don't want,
why you say that, Brooklyn? Brooklyn, why you say that?
No, I don't. Why I say that is because as much as you help people and stuff, okay, that's a good thing, right? But when you talk about being a political leader, leader of a country, right? And I could see so much wrong in that one interview. Who you know Wall Street, the stock of the top of the head and don't use no paper? Who you know which party just push that line for the leader? Which party?
The PNM. The PNM.
You hear what she had to say about Farley? You hear what she had to say about Farley? Now,
but Brooklyn, think about this. Think about this. You know, we name Farley the man of the year of Trinidad and Tobago, right?
Yes, and you also say he was a
transformational leader.
Transformational leader.
And
yes.
the thing about it is, right, is that in my estimation, when you're running against someone, normally people don't still think positive about them. You know?
Exactly. And at the end of the day, he worked his way to get we get there. He did what he had to do. He's very educated. This person just speak doesn't sound too educated to me, was she?
Oh God, Brooklyn.
This person who just speak doesn't sound too educated to me. And for she to speak about Farley in that way, where Farley reach. I want to say Farley reach. At a young age, Farley reach. You understand? And at the end of the day, you saying one day you want to become, or one day you're going to be the never in the history. I'd rather take Rowley again than you, because
Brooklyn,
you have to have respect.
Brooklyn, the first time, is this the first time you hear her, Brooklyn? I mean,
I don't even know who she is. But at the end of the day, my point is, Farley fight against the oppression of Rowley and Tobago, right? Farley can't do anything by herself. Anything Farley do, he has to ask for it from Trinidad, from Rowley, from the PNM leadership government. We know that. What do you want Farley to do? Make magic? You want Farley to do like what Watson Duke said? Just take the money and gateway? Watson Duke went in Trinidad with all the bad boy and them, and tell the bad boy and them, if the PNM minister them supposed to just take the money and gateway. You want Farley do that so that all they can have things to talk about him? Like, we have to be real. She didn't sound too bright, and then when she explained herself, I realized why she sung like that. But at the end of the day, When you want to become a leader and when you want people to follow you or to connect to you in some type of way, you can't be talking one way good and by my haters and you forget the haters. You try to build, you don't even know how much people. Number one, Wall Street, if you have an organization, you or Uncle Tommy must know when you ask the question, how much people? She don't know. She don't know.
True.
What you really doing? Who you think you fooling? Wall Street says she better than that. And you understand? But then she said she Minister National Security in place as she to talk next time. Well, Uncle Tommy, have a good night. I hear so much stuff in this boy. Have a good night, fella.
Right. God.
Good night. Wow.
Oh, God. Brooklyn,
Wow.
oh, God. Brooklyn only ain't easy, you know why? You know, you have to really have and it, you know, Tommy, I understand that, because you see that contribution by Brooklyn, that is the kind of contribution I just get. Yeah, Mr. Intellectual. I just get when them hear me talk. So I understand those kind of Mr. Intellectual. Welcome.
Good evening again, gentlemen.
Yeah.
To start with, a bit confused. Was that a man or a woman?
You know,
No, because from what the individual was saying, that he or she has some kind of issue and he's not going to deal, or they're not going to deal with it at this present time, right? Now, if you don't know if you don't know if it's a man or a woman, then how you could be a leader? If you don't know your own identity, how you could identify with anybody? I kind of confused. I didn't hear the person talk about what is the policy on electoral reform, proportional representation, party financing. Oh yes, he did mention, or she did mention something about party financing, that she didn't want no money from nobody.
That's a big one.
Who might
That's a big one, you know. That's a big one, you know.
Yeah,
I didn't want no money.
want to buy them out.
But Mr. Intellectual, let me ask you a question. Does it really matter if a man is decided he's a woman, or a woman decided he's a man, if the person have the leadership skills and ability? For example, look at Mia Motley. You don't hear about Mia Motley and her, you know,
Sexual orientation.
You know what I'm saying? So to me, I don't.
I understand that, Pro.
Eh?
The thing is, Mia doesn't come out and deal with or talk about gender issues that in a way, right? Whether she have issues or not, that not in the public. You understand? She's a leader. She demonstrates that she's a leader.
Right. So Mr. Intellectual.
Herself as a woman.
So Mr. Intellectual.
Right?
Yeah. Nikosi is in the chat, right? And that's what his statement is. Ha ha ha. Let me put it up on the screen. Ha ha ha. Some of you all really happy in this country. Do you all ask some of the UNC ministers which side they're on? That's what she put up.
What she said, I didn't get it.
Ha ha ha. Lord, some of you all really happy in this country. Do you ask some of the UNC ministers which side they're on? I will also put PNM too as well. Do you all ask some of the UNC ministers which side they're on? That's what was put up.
The reason why I raised the question,
yeah,
is because he or she, whatever they purport to be, went out on a tangent about how people look at the individual, right? And they had to deal with it fine, I don't have a problem with that, you know. But if you purporting yourself to be a leader, right? I must know who leading me. I must know what it is I'm voting for, or who I'm voting for. And if I'm not sure who I'm voting for, then how could I put my trust in you? You understand? I want people to be point blank, clear, so that if I had to make a decision, it's not on raise your gender. I want to know about your abilities and your stuff, what you have to offer. But the conversation went in a kind of way that I had to question myself. I wasn't sure if it was a man or a woman speaking there now. So it put doubt in my mind. And if you as an individual putting doubt in my mind, the first time I'm hearing you speaking, the first time I'm seeing you and I'm hearing you speaking, and this is what it is I garner from you, then I can build no kind of trust or anything like that.
All right, let me
Because
take.
I'm still not sure.
Yeah, let me take this next call. Thank you,
Sure,
Mr.
no
Intellect.
problem.
Yeah, man. Yeah, JB, welcome. JB. Hello. JB.
Good night, people. Good night, people. Well, should I ask you a question?
Yeah.
That last interview there was the last minute interview. It was a planned interview.
It was a planned interview.
Hello.
It was a planned interview. It was planned.
Okay, it was a planned interview. My first issue, my issue with the whole interview was how you address or you appear on a national platform. Because if you're going up for a political leader and you're attired in the way you're attired on a platform like this, it obviously was sent to me a wrong message. I find that someone who is desirous of being a political leader of a party needed to be attired in a particular manner, because in no way, no any form, you can see any one of the members of the THA or the PNM coming up in a platform attired like that on this kind of form. Because once you have a wide platform, right? Regardless of what everybody know that your programs is, you're streaming everywhere is a massive platform you have, regardless of what you know. My thing for her is that okay, if you want to be a political leader, all fair and done. But when you're coming on a political platform as wide as this, you need to attire yourself properly. That what she presented there as a potential political leader to me, how she presented herself wasn't appropriate at all. She may have all the wonderful words to say, all the nice plans in her head, but first impression speaks a lot, and that first impression in terms of her attire for the program was not acceptable.
Thank you. Tommy, we keep it real here, right, Tommy?
No doubt.
We speak truth to power, right?
All the time.
To be honest with you, JB, I was actually kind of surprised with, as a political leader, coming on a program that, I expected something different. Let me put it that way. What says you, Tommy?
Yeah, I was a bit surprised also.
Yeah, I was surprised.
Yeah.
Well, maybe, well, I really can't make no excuse now. Maybe she didn't, maybe I don't say the political leader, because I want to be politically correct. Maybe the political leader didn't think that the
forum as far reaching as it is.
Yeah, maybe that was an underestimation there on their behalf
of this forum.
The forum. But I have to be honest, and we keep it real here. I was kind of shocked with, because you don't get a second chance to make a first impression.
But does a national security minister know that we are in the diaspora, that we are all over the world?
I don't know that. I don't know. I don't know if he knows. But he have to learn about us, because he reached out to me And all right. So here she says, this is what she says. I mean, I was on my way to pan practice and got the message late. So I hurried back just to do the interview. Plus, I thought it would have been a voice interview. All right. So there it is. There's the response,
Yeah.
folks. Right.
We gotta give her a chance to straighten up.
Oh yeah. Listen, man, we not like that. But we promise that we'll have the political leader back here. Now, here's my dilemma. My dilemma now is that do I say it is her or do I say it's him? That's my dilemma.
Who you want to call her? You mean her or the national security?
Huh?
Who you? What do you mean?
The political leader. Do I say it's
what the eyes see? What the eyes see? What my eyes see is it's a lady. That's what my eyes see. Maybe
so
I'm wrong.
I have to say her.
Yes.
Okay. So that's all I'm trying to say. What is correct for me to say? And Nkosi, I know you're still listening, but you have to let. Well, let's here us here at WZYE know whether we should say, Nikosi is, and that's it's not that it's not that important.
It's an honest issue.
But just for us, and we don't misdress you, so to speak, or misaddress you. You understand? Yeah, but I think Miss Atlanta, welcome. Us here at WZYE know whether we should turn on your computer. Yeah. Yeah, Miss Atlanta, you here?
Oh, I'm sorry, I wasn't hearing you.
Yeah, we are hearing you.
Evening, Wall Street, Tommy. Nice to see you in the new year, and all the best to everybody listening, and to you all. To you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I heard you, Wall Street, saying, "Are you hearing me?" Because I'm having trouble with the phone.
No, we hearing you.
Hearing me?
Yeah, we hearing you loud and
Right.
clear. Yeah.
I heard you asking Tommy, "Are you supposed to act?" I just got a piece of the interview, but you were asking Tommy, "Am I supposed to say her or him?" But why don't you ask her? Is she he or her?
No, I did.
Why can't she answer the question?
Yeah, she did. She did.
Didn't she answer the question?
Yes, she did. Hear what it says. Okay, hold on there. Okay, listen to this.
Hello?
Yeah. Listen to this. It says, I do apologize for any inconvenience, and I can assure you that I'll be in full swing. You can kindly address me as political leader N. Phillips. As I said before, it's taken away from the important parts of what was said. So that's and that's what I wanted to know.
Right.
So,
but is she a him? At the end of the day, if I want to find out if she's a him or her, I would just ask her, "Are you feminine?" Or just ask her, because lots of people go up, serve in offices something, and we know what they are. One of the things, as you said, is transparency. And if you are anyway, or if people worried, you can answer. You don't have to broadcast it. Hello?
Yeah, no, we hearing you, Miss Atlanta. Go ahead.
Uh-huh.
That's just our next call. That's just our next call. Go ahead.
I just find the way the hush culture. I can't. I don't agree with the kind of hush culture. Even if you are interviewing her or whatever it is, come straight. Not about that, really. I'm just saying about everything, because you started up asking her. She said she's not going to say something.
About the PNM. About the PNM.
Right. But when you are in the public domain, you are public whether you like it or not.
Yeah, that answer them
people
questions.
talk about you.
Yeah.
You don't even have to do anything for people to talk about you. Let them talk.
You go talk
Yes,
anyway.
Go up Hello?
They will talk anyway.
They will talk anyway, and that is how you know stiff people. They will talk anyway, and that's show what you are made of, right? Because from the beginning it will show when you speak, they will know, people will know that you're not afraid of anything. You know what happened? Anything that they didn't say about Trump?
Yeah,
The
and
man went a clean sweep.
and Miss Atlanta, you are correct, because it didn't have a name. Them PNM people in Trinidad didn't call me. They call me Wall Spit, Wall Trace,
Yes.
the Nutty
They used to
Professor,
call
the Basement Dweller.
yeah, from Wall Street. You are not even a professor, right? You remember you in some basement. You remember you're pushing a broom somewhere. Does that affect you?
Yeah.
You remember to let people talk if that's their the protection they get. Fine.
Yeah.
Let them talk.
Let them talk.
You know?
Yeah.
Well, I can't remember. And one of these things she has to be assertive about is even that is herself, because you're bringing yourself to the people. You're bringing yourself to the people. That's it.
Yeah.
And I heard you all talk about the clothes. Even if she said, even another thing too, why make excuses? Why are you making excuses? Even because if you didn't know it was a forum, if you was running, if you was just come and say, oh, you see there? Talk normally if that's the way you are. You don't have to put on. So if she knows she's going to be on another forum, she'll put a collar and tie. We already see her how she is. Natural. If that's the way she is. You know,
but Miss Atlanta, what I was gonna say, I personally was gonna say, I was gonna kind of go into my advice mode. I say, let me don't do that. I was gonna say, listener, it's better for you to put in my advice mode. You know, I like to give advice.
Yes.
You know, I was gonna say that. You know what? You have to put these things. You have to take these things off the table. You have to tell people, listen, I am transgender, or I am male, I'm female, whatever it is. Don't let people have to speculate on what you are.
Put that to rest.
Yes, put that to rest, because when you allow people to speculate, right, the whole discussion will change.
Okay, that's another thing too.
You're live. You're live, Mr. Maloney.
Who's that? Yeah, hold on. Let me tell him, hold on.
Hold on, Gordon. Hold on for a minute.
Tell him, hold on.
Okay, thank you.
No, you finished?
No.
No, go ahead. We have a next call on the other line, though. But just go ahead.
Yeah. I just want to so something you were saying, but anyway, I was supposed to ask this point.
All right.
Whatever I heard.
Okay, thanks a lot.
Wall Street.
Yeah.
Wall Street.
Yeah.
You yourself must be assertive. You heard what she said? She was waiting for you to talk.
Oh.
Right? But later.
All right, yeah. Go ahead, Tommy.
Go ahead, Mr. Maloney.
Thank you very much. Good evening to one and all.
Come in.
And my hope and prayer is that you all have a blessed 2025, which is more than just a happy 2025.
Same to you and yours.
Thank you very much. I would ask a question and then make my statement. I'll ask question. If somebody is producing cocaine, making cocaine and selling it, that's what they are doing, not what they used to do or want to do. That's what they are doing. Would they get the opportunity to come on this platform and share their views?
If they're doing what?
I think the man who probably might say yes or no to whoever coming for interviews is Metro Maki and friend, so he might answer first.
If say that again, if somebody's selling,
yeah, making cocaine.
Yeah.
Cocaine, whether it's rock, wherever, and selling it, and they call you and they say, hey, I would like the opportunity to come on your program and talk about what I'm doing. What would you say to them?
I call Tommy and ask him.
You call Tommy?
Yeah.
All right, I like the answer. I could live it. But Tommy, I wouldn't ask you because he say you call inside. All right, now the thing is, it's unfortunate if somebody's operating in a manner that people is not clear, all right, as to where they are at. And you see, from the time you jumping out with no ask certain questions and no thing, you're raising flags.
True.
You're raising flags there, and that is uncomfortable for people because once you're putting yourself out there, people want to know everything about you. Ask my Chumakian friend. He says he's a professor. He say he work on watch it. People want to know everything. They want to see the document. They want to see your certificate. They want to see what hang up on your wall in your living room. You understand what I say? That is how it is. No vex with them for that because they don't want to buy no dog in bag. All right? But I will say this. Leviticus chapter 20 talks about a certain kind of style and a behavior that God takes a position against. And with my permission, I am giving you, my Chumakian friend, the opportunity to Google it and to read it. Have a good night, folks. I'm going back to work.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you so much.
Good night. Good night. Good night, Gordon.
Let me read this. Political Phillips will be fine. This is from Nikosi. Yeah, Brooklyn.
Well, shoot, I had a touch back because I forget it. See what make me also realize that person on Bull Tutu. You see when they say they can walk in Trinidad, in up St. Paul Street or wherever, all by Blue Basin in Rowley area, and feel safe and don't have to worry about nothing. That make me know that person fooling themselves. Because everybody, down to the smallest child, know certain place, it just can't be, especially if you have a little jewelry, you have a little chain on your neck, you have a little ring. Because the way how that person make it sound like Trinidad nice, you know. I just feel safe, I don't worry about nothing. But me or you, Uncle Tommy, walk through Port of Spain with a little chain just glittering on my neck. You understand? Like the old lady who wasn't even her chain. She was just shopping and getting food and ended up with her breakfoot. She not even from Trinidad. And that person say, oh, I just going to feel safe. I don't know what the hype is about. Make me know that they're far from talking the truth. So as I say, well, she and Uncle Tommy, we just know when things serious, when things ain't serious. We could tell her here. You understand? When you're not serious. And you, and Nikosi, whoever, ain't ready yet to lead, not even the PNM sheep and them. Because you say it was a PNM, but that whole interview sound like you're PNM. Especially when you tell me, look at you ain't even have paper. But I will tell you something. Farley and all the others who had paper know why they had the paper. So that they could know how much people in the organization when the question is asked. That's what the paper is for. You understand? Because it clearly shows that the brain couldn't give you the answer. And you want to be another political leader. I don't know to who, but according to Gordon, maybe for the cats in the bag that you're telling me is dogs. How you going?
Good. Anyway, let me see this. This political Phillips will be just fine. I'm not about titles. I'm just about getting the work done. You know what's funny at the United Nations, or even with foreign leaders, on how they respect me and what I'm about. They don't dwell on these little nonsense. But as I said, I'm normal and hold no hate or grudge. So here we go. There we go. There we go, Tony. Okay. Political leader N. Phillips says the hush culture. You say, now let's talk about the hush culture. Why not question the leaders presently about so many major current issues that are facing the country? Well, I'm so laughing at these comments and questions. But anyway, I'm in practice now, and I said next time I'll try my best to engage such. Okay. The PNM is still part of the political leader. Hey, KFC, call back. I see your call, I miss it. They even say you're not a Professor Walls. Yeah, did I say that? Tommy, yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you. So, but yeah, you gonna like not Tommy. I like the one with the naughty professor. I think that was our first class.
That's laughable. It's laughable, right?
Yeah. I said if I don't cover that one, he really,
He,
I like that one.
he good.
Yeah, he good. He said I'm not the professor from foreign. I said, oh God. Yeah, my belly hot, man.
Not even for from foreign.
Yeah. Oh God. That one was good, boy. You know, Tommy, ain't nobody like me and names on the Mugabe station, you know. I had the most names on the Mugabe station. For example, KFC, that's a KFC. And then there's company man who does bun, the fire bun, the fire that bun the PNM. But it's all KFC what it is. KFC.
The name is Wall Street. I don't got to me more like that.
Happy New Year, KFC.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I was in the port villa and taking an interview with Mr. Wall Street.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go, the woman disrespect Fali and they give him an award.
Listen, Fali get the award. Shit. Listen, Fali get the award, you know. We had to address that Fali get the award, you know. But listen to this, KFC, you know, Tommy, listen to this. You know, no other organization in Trinidad and give a man of the year in Trinidad and Tobago? None, you know. Not the Express, not the Guardian, not the Newsday, not the Sunshine. The only individual that give an award for a man of the year in Trinidad and Tobago is WZYE 95.9 FM. Imagine that?
Yeah. Mr. Wall Street, but I don't need to be an election here and get all kind of crap. So they cannot form all kind of party. Because after Carnival, the silly season starts, where job is going on.
Okay.
People want to know if it's a man or a woman kind of thing. And that in benefiting right now because there's only two political parties, the UNC and the PNM.
Nice.
They get rid of the evil, wicked PNM, Mr. Wall Street. So I look for
yeah, man. Correct is right.
What should do with that now? Yeah, now starting like madman thing, like back and all too, you know, I go on.
Yeah, because in Tobago it's only the TPP and the PNM.
No, I listen, Tommy, to me, Tobago, right, is TPP all the way, right? Once they do the right things, they continue to do the right things, they ain't gonna have a problem. But you can't take, even though I talked to my father, and Roxbury is the area where Duke is, and he said Duke in the political cemetery. Right? What you tell me?
he has to know. Shaki has to know.
Yeah, them and he know. So I had to listen to them. I said, so Dad, what you think about what's in Duke? He said, the political cemetery, man. My dad is 92, eh? He said, the political cemetery. I said, Dad, you really? He said, yeah. Duke is a non-entity. I said, really, Dad? He said, yeah. He said, that fella mash up so much thing, eh? I said, but you know, he's right. We used to call him Dr. Mashup. Yeah, we used to call him Dr. Mashup. Yeah? Yeah, boy. Hey, Volsang, they call me. This time I know a professor, boy. All kind of name they call me, boy. Real name, you know, boy. Yeah. Trinidad not ready for a trans leader. Robert says, oh, Gordon. Yeah. Gordon and them PNM anymore. You have to be careful of them, you know. Tom, you have to be careful, you know. When you see Gordon and them, when you're talking to them, Tommy, you have to listen attentively, you know. You understand? I look Patty. Patty says it's true wallpaper. Laugh out loud. That's my favorite. Wall stain. Annex wall stain, Tommy. Financial guru, welcome.
Yeah, Professor. Good afternoon. Well, good night. So good afternoon here.
Happy New Year.
I have a quick question to ask you because I was listening So and I always like him, but I was listening to Robert Amar, and he was very critical of Mr. Chavez. And I just turned on the radio just to hear
You listening to Robert Amar?
No, but listen to me, man. Just listen to me.
You listen. Wait now. You listen. Is Robert Amar you're talking about?
I listen to me, man.
Let me listen to this. Listen to this, sir.
Go ahead.
Listen to this, sir.
Mm-hmm.
I had people, Tommy, I had some friends working at 104.7 more FM. And this is what them fellas say to me. They say in the history of Trinidad and Tobago, Robert Amar is the only man to take a big business and make it small.
I know, but listen, I hear you saying the word could be kind of mixed on that with Toyota and all of that. I understand.
But
what he was saying is, listen to me, Professor. Listen to me. So I asked him because I tend to disagree with what he was saying, and he was saying that Farley basically was no transformational leader, and he says that the PNM will win the 2 seats. And I think, he was saying that Farley had a $2.6 billion or $2.5 billion budget, and he didn't do anything, and he got this contractor from Trinidad. And I was like, where he's getting that, because he's saying the PNM will win. And I just wanted to find out, because you're saying you're talking about your father, and I have family, in Tobago. And with all this issue with the airport, with the overruns that is gonna take place, and the fact that the budget, the 26, he's blaming Farley for the 26 murders or the 24 murders in Trinidad. So I just wanted to really get your take to find out if I can't see how, honestly, given what is happening in Trinidad, you just had the special prosecutor killed on Saturday on New Year's Eve, and then you have all these issues with the crime and even with the state of emergency. And the fact is, I wanted to point out that the PNM has controlled Tobago for 20 years. And the predicament of the Tobago House of Assembly, which somebody was trying to point out to him, was the fact that they're being squeezed by the central government, who needs those 2 seats. So I just wanted to get your take on that, if you could expand a little
bit.
Because he's saying that the 2 seats, I can't see how Ayanna Webster Roy can win Tobago East. Maybe Champa Kojo could do a little magic and dance and win Tobago West, possibly, if there's a split. And he's also saying, I want to just lead this to this. This is my last point, Professor Wall Street and Uncle Tommy, that he's saying that the PNM will win in Trinidad. And as I said, the only way I think the PNM can win in Trinidad, given the poor performance, you gave them a D, I give them an E minus. I don't give them an F, but I give them an E minus. Is if there is a split, if the Patriotic Front, the NTP and Gary Griffith's party, Philip Alexander, all of these people are disparate, the PNM we could have another 207. But he's saying definitely that he believes the PNM will win. So if you could, and Uncle Tommy, I'd like to
just before you go,
yes.
You know, every time Robert Amar run in an election, he lost. Every time.
Say that again.
Every time Robert Amar ran in an election, he lost, but most of the time he finished last. You know that?
I know he ran, for example, in Diego Martin.
Yeah, every time. No,
right?
He's consistent in politics. Robert is my partner, Robert is my partner.
He's upset. Well, one of the points he did raise, and I think he's a bit upset with Farley, because he was saying that Tobago, he put a proposal to Mr. Augustine, and we call him by his chief sec, and he says, like other things, there's no movement with regards to rationalizing the assets, even though the Tobago House of Assembly's hands are tied to some extent. He's saying that, people are coming in with investment ideas, and he had an investment idea for, I think, racing, and up to now, Mr. Augustine has done nothing. So I think he's a bit perturbed with the fact that the Tobago House of Assembly has been, according to him, slow walking with regards to moving around the PNM. But I would say generally, if you have a central government where you have the likes of Colin Nimbert, Keith Rowley, and he's saying they're controlling the whole purse. Not only that, they're controlling the administrative aspect, because he talked about the quarry, but the quarry, they don't have a license; they have a provisional license, and he's saying that they should be doing more with the Studley Park quarry. So I think it's, in my humble opinion, I think it's a bit harsh because the Tobago House of Assembly is really stymied by the central government.
Correct.
So
You,
if you
and financial guru, just before you go, that is the big problem right there. In that central government, the demonization of the THA/TTP by the central government, led by Prime Minister Rowley, is unrelenting. It's unrelenting. You know, and you have to take that into consideration.
That would so that is what I found it a bit alarming that he was blaming basically Mr. Augustine and THA. I think there is some valid criticism. I'm not trying to, but I think the majority of it is the fact that their hands are tied behind their back. They need, like for example, Town and Country. Town and Country is under the auspices or the remit under the Schedule 5 or 6 or whatever it is of the Tobago House of Assembly. But for some reason, the central government does not want to see that authority back to the Tobago House of Assembly. And I think some of it was a bit over the top. But I think what I'm getting from you is that he is not correct in his assessment with Tobago. But I would like you to hear what he talks about with regards to the Trinidad aspect, because my concern, I'll leave you with this.
Yeah.
My concern is, I continue to say that there needs to be a proper accommodation to lessen the probability of the PNM returning, because the PNM can sneak in if the vote is split. You were saying that.
Let me take this next call. Let me take this next call. Let me take this next call here.
Sure.
All right.
But
take care.
Talk about that when you get a chance.
All right, man.
I would like
Bless.
to hear. Thank you.
Right. Yeah. COP, welcome. COP.
Good.
COP. Turn on your computer.
Come in, Konji. Happy New Year, Konji. Come in.
Turn on your 92-inch screen TV now.
No, I am off right show. I the man and Uncle Tony Liner. Uncle Tony Liner. We're getting that feedback from him. I always professional when I am.
No, he's not on my line.
Well, Uncle Tony, somebody had to take the blame. New Year, Happy New Year. Don't tell him Happy New Year. That title, but too.
I don't know if you have COP to just get you in line.
Yeah, well, I tiptoeing when I take him up for my tiptoeing too.
All right.
Good night to you, Wall Street, and good night to you, Uncle Tony. Good night to the listeners of WAZ TV. Wall Street, it was going good. Was going good all the time. I'm not going to be like others and fight the political leader. I think them is over 18, over 21, and what they decide to do and what they decide to be, that's their business. But I'll give them 10 out of 10. For speaking out. For speaking out, I'll give her 10 out of 10. And I will classify them as how they want to be classified. If they want to be classified by her, I will say, well, okay, her, or young lady, or lady, or ma'am, because that is how you want to be classified. People who will condemn she, that over 400 little boys get molested in Trinidad and Tobago by big men, and all they keeping a blind eye towards that, and all they want to fight on somebody who come out in the public and say AI is transgender. You're not going to fight them and come out and say it from comment. You understand? But to come out and speak out on the things that matters in community. I give a 10 out of 10 for that. Many people them not even straightforward. Just keep a blind eye towards it. They say that us give out 10,000 hampers. We pay ministers 50 and 60,000 dollars a month, and then don't give out nobody no hampers. They don't even help a single mother. They don't even help somebody on the street and take out the money from the pocket and assist them. It have evidence with that person. Just do that. But the program was going all nice all the time. I didn't want to come in because of that part of the program. Their business is their business. Once they come around, mind me with it. What's the name of Farley party again?
TPP.
Wall
TPP.
Street?
TPP. TPP. Tobago's
TPP?
People's Party. Yeah. TPP.
Yeah, it was going good when you mention Tobago is PNM and TPP. I say, oh gosh, why was she trying to say that for? Why? Tobago had two parties, but it's the PNM and the PDP, not the PTP. The people them who supporting Farley Augustine party right now in Tobago is the people them who in fear, who is the people them who afraid to speak out, is the people them who do staying quiet to ensure the 10 days and the corporation work intact. But if the people them could come out and speak out franco mental, you hear what the lady say? The people them fear, they're afraid to come out and speak. That is not proper governance. And people don't support your party just so. It's like the PNM party. Like better let's say it's the PNM and the PNM. Because the people them not supposed to fear to come out and say, Farley, you're doing this wrong and you're doing that wrong. Anyone out of the 14 of them, all are doing something wrong. They fear the political leader. That is why they're not coming out. But they supporting the PDP, and the PDP will be the next chief secretary in that office over there. This Farley only get, in my view, Farley only get a 4 years based on the PDP political leader strategy. Take up somebody, take up a friend, teach them politics. Watson Duke even mentioned he buy clothes, he dress them, he make them look good and put them as chief secretary with no love and no passion after Watson Duke. He will pay a penalty for that. Big penalty for that. 4 years alone.
Thank you.
No, it's Tobago, is PNM and PDP. Thank you.
Caller, welcome. Caller, call back. I know you call back because you want to talk about that COP contribution. The COP, I totally disagree with you because I have family in Tobago on the ground COP. They're on the ground. And the ground speaking something totally different COP, boy. Caller, welcome. JB, welcome.
Good afternoon. I mean, I have a bit of a switch with Wall Street.
Yeah.
Remember, you hear me, right?
Yeah, loud and clear.
Let me clear up some misconceptions from that last call there. When Miss Nikosi Phillips mentioned people are afraid to align themselves with her organization, it is because of her sexual orientation. So they're afraid that they will be stigmatized for aligning with her for that. That's something you need to understand, COP, with all due respect. Second point, I mean, as you also said, in terms of the split between the PDP and the TTP, it was Watson Duke who said that if you all have a problem with his style of leadership, you all guys can leave and form your own party. Hence, the split with Watson Duke and the formation of their own party. I don't know if he was there in the beginning of the campaign for the party, for the TTP campaign, but party was always placed as the leader or the of the leader of the party, or not the leader of the party, but the person to be chief secretary in the event that they win, because Tirigo already knew that Watson had some charges and his charges in the court and matters in the court, so therefore he won't be a viable candidate for chief secretary. But of course, Farley Chavez Augustine has always been in the Tobago space for a long time, but a lot of people don't know that. So a lot of these things are some misconceptions that he said, with all the respect, that need to be corrected. But you need to be a bit more wise in terms of what happened and before you come on the space, because there are a lot of people in the space here who know exactly what happened on in that whole situation with Watson. But as your father rightfully said, Watson Duke is easy. Watson Duke is the political cemetery. There's no way he can come back from where he come back from after that whole scenario with Kissel and whatever. So there's no way that Watson could come back from there. I mean, I wish my voice was stronger, but I had to leave it right here.
Yeah,
right
man.
now.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. COP boy. My father. COP. My father from Roxbow. That is what's new constituency, yeah? Tommy? And he say, boy, he say, son, what's new in the political cemetery? I said, Dad, you sure about that? He said, yeah, in the political cemetery. But let me play this video for you guys, Let me play this before we go tonight. Listen to this. Man of the year, boy. The only station on the planet, Trinidad Tobago, anyway, name someone man of the year for 2024. Take a listen.
Arlie, Chavez Augustine, WZYE's 95.9 FM Trinidad and Tobago's Man of the Year. As we reflect on the past year, one name stands out for his remarkable contributions to the political and social landscape of Trinidad and Tobago, Farley Chavez Augustine. The leader of the Tobago People's Party, TPP, and Chief Secretary of the Tobago House of Assembly, Augustine has been a beacon of transformational leadership, making him a deserving candidate for the title of Man of the Year, a visionary leader, Farley Chavez. Augustine's journey to leadership has been nothing short of inspiring. Born and raised in Speyside, Tobago, Augustine's early career as an educator laid the foundation for his commitment to public service. His entry into politics was marked by a decisive victory in the December 2021 Tobago House of Assembly election, where he led the Progressive Democratic Patriots, PDP, to a majority win. However, it was his bold move in 2023 to form the Tobago People's Party, TPP, that truly showcased his visionary leadership. Transformational leadership. Augustine's leadership style is characterized by his ability to inspire and mobilize people towards a common goal. Under his guidance, the TPP has not only become the governing party in the Tobago House of Assembly, but has also set a new standard for political engagement and governance in the region. His focus on transparency, accountability, and economic development has resonated with the people of Tobago, fostering a sense of hope and progress. One of Augustine's most significant achievements has been his efforts to boost Tobago's economy. As the Secretary for Finance, Trade, and the Economy, he has implemented policies aimed at diversifying the island's economic base, promoting tourism, and supporting local businesses. These initiatives have not only created jobs, but have also positioned Tobago as a competitive player in the Caribbean region. Overcoming challenges. Augustine's tenure has not been without challenges. In 2024, he faced accusations of accepting bribes, which he vehemently denied. Despite these allegations, Augustine's steadfast commitment to his principles and his transparent handling of the situation have reinforced his reputation as a leader of integrity, a unifying force. In a time of political fragmentation, Augustine has emerged as a unifying force. His ability to bring together diverse groups within the Tobago House of Assembly and his inclusive approach to governance have strengthened the island's political stability. Augustine's leadership has also been instrumental in advocating for greater autonomy for Tobago, ensuring that the island's unique needs and aspirations are addressed at the national level. In conclusion, Farley Chavez Augustine's impact on Trinidad and Tobago over the past year has been profound. His transformational leadership, unwavering integrity, and visionary approach to governance have set him apart as a leader who not only dreams of a better future, but actively works towards it. For these reasons, Farley Chavez Augustin is a fitting choice for WZYE's 95.9 FM Trinidad and Tobago's Man of the Year.
So there you have it, man. There you have it, Tommy. You know, I mean, the only organization on the planet give out a Man of the Year award in Trinidad and Tobago. Folks, don't forget, put your closing comments in the chat. Put your voice notes, your closing voice notes, send it on to 973-868-1444, 973-868-1444. Send it there. Let me read these. Malachi, welcome. Malachi says, Ansem, good night to you and Uncle Tommy. Miss Kamala, give the children laptops, and Rowley, give 4 trees to get us high, to forget everything that's going on in TNT. Okay. Oh, God. Capitan, welcome. Walls, your crystal opaque. What do you mean by that, buddy? Yeah, KFC. KFC.
By Augustina was one day Prime Minister.
Who, Mia Motley? Mia Motley, she from Barbados. This was only for Trinidad and Tobago, not Mia Motley. Mia Motley from Barbados.
She got what Rowley got. Rowley must have give him something too.
All right, I gotta look for one. We go look for one.
Next time you have something to give him, yeah.
Yeah, right. We got Tommy. Go look for one. We go look for one. What's that? Kamala run a bubble with laps. Capitan, will you be typing something? Folks, put your closing comments in the chat. Patty says COP stop pulling figures out of the air now. Caribbean Soul says, I disagree with COP contribution. Tobagonians will speak out if they didn't want Farley to run PDP. You know, sometimes COP does go out in them trees you have out in the yard. And when you come back inside, you'll be thinking different.
them 4 trees messing with the head.
Yeah. When COP goes, when he go among them trees and them, and he come back, things different, man. Things real different. No, but listener, Tommy, if it's one thing, we was really originate, we don't imitate, you know.
That's for real.
So we started here with coining people in Trinidad transformational leaders. We never coined Prime Minister Rowley a transformational leader. We coined him a transactional leader. And it continues every time. Well, let me don't say every time. Most of the time. Watch. Prime Minister Rowley coming tomorrow for a press conference. Watch. Watch, Tommy. Some main transaction go happen tomorrow. Something. They might form a committee for something, or he might say he's going to go back up and run for MP in Diego Martin West. Something. Watch. Transactional leader. Yeah. But them party and them don't like that at all. And them, all of them just come. Yeah. Prime Minister Rowley is a transformational leader. You know what, Tommy? You know, he has really transformed Trinidad for the worse, you know. You know, I just thought about that. Prime Minister Rowley have transformed Trinidad and Tobago for the worse. Okay. Yeah. Let me see if I have any voice notes here. COP.
Well, straight.
You have a minute before the top of the hour.
Tony,
go ahead.
I find a Caribbean soul message up on the screen real long, boy.
No.
Caribbean soul message so long, like it's Uncle Tony. What do you mean that there?
COP.
No, I disagree with Farley. I disagree with Farley 100%. You see when Farley there, you see when we had to go to Tobago, we Trinidadians had to go to Tobago, and we had to stop paying the double price when Farley could watch Trinidad and Tobago as one. And if we're paying $17 for our bread in Trinidad, we must pay $17 for our bread in Tobago. And if we're paying $3 for a pack of conkers in Trinidad, we should be able to pay $3 for a pack of conkers in Tobago. And that stop watching we Trinidadian and say, no, we just provide for tourists. I said, no, I'm not a tourist. I'm a Trinidadian. What are you telling me about tourists? Wait for when the European people come over here. Farley have to bring that equilibrium, that balance. He ain't bring nothing like that. You see what people keep a blind eye, Caribbean soul. You see what people keep a blind eye to? I am not going to keep a blind eye.
All right.
When you go in office after 4 years, what people benefit in Tobago under Farley?
Right.
What?
We're going for the break.
People that get a temple in 4 years' time, get the land and build a temple. That's what he give them. Thank you.
All right. Folks, we're going for the break. We'll be right back.
You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio. WZYE 95.9 FM. You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio. WZYE 95.9 FM.
Yeah, back with you. It's In the Village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Washington, you on WZYE 95.9 FM. We come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. That's Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. Tommy, we got a message here from we partner from Chumaka, Ulrich. Ulrich, you see that be listening or no?
Long time I ain't hear from him.
Yeah, but I hear to say Ulrich going to the red side. I know what I mean.
All right.
They say, well, we're going over to the red side. I know what I mean. What I mean?
Everybody has a price.
Oh, whoa. You're saying already got a price? Okay, all right. But
no. Just to follow up on COP's contribution.
Yeah.
We could leave North Jersey and go Vegas as a tourist. You could leave North Jersey and go Atlantic City as a tourist. You could leave North Jersey and go Florida as a tourist. It's all the same country. Trinidad could leave Trinidad and go to Tobago as a tourist. You see what I'm talking about?
Yeah. I fully understand.
Well,
I tell you, when COP go outside the house and he go between them leaves and them trees and them, and he spend 10-15 minutes out and he come back inside. Sometimes it's just CO, it's not COP, it's just CO.
All right.
He dropped the P, it's CO.
All right.
Yeah. Uncle T, I don't want to know what's your price. He said, what's
very high. Very high, Hanif. It's very high.
Let me listen to Ulrich. Ulrich said, never read, boy. Oh, God, Ulrich, boy. So Ulrich said, never read over my dead body, boy. So, Tommy, somebody give me wrong information, boy.
You gotta send that body back. That body probably was like with COP.
Yeah. COP paid that body, boy. He paid it.
It was on one of them puts on one of them branches right above your head.
And he painted. I feel he splashed it in paint. He said, what are you doing here? Let me listen to Ulrich.
Good night, Ansel. I just want to say a happy new year. Most prosperous and healthy new year to you. And
turn up the volume.
Hold on. All the best for 2025. Tommy, hope all is well with you.
He recorded low, man.
Keep up the fight, though. Keep it up.
Thanks, Ulrich. Ulrich, you recorded.
Thank you, Ulrich, and happy new year to you and yours.
Yeah, Ulrich recorded low, boy. Oh. Look, my brother just sent my message, yeah? He said, That is 91, not 92.
You're Russian.
Tell me, I even have my brothers fact checking me on all way.
Yeah.
Oh God.
My queen make 93 Boxing Day.
Yeah. Selwyn, thank you very much, man. Hold on, I'm put some voice. Don't say, I'm not put this voice.
Good night, Mr. Washington and Uncle Tommy. So, Mr. Washington, I'll talk it plain. Now, I don't have a problem with your gender and thing, but the youths outside here not going to support something like that. And she know that. The youths and them nothing, them kind of things, right? Another thing I know too, she raised a red flag when she say that, well, the Joel guy, that is she friend 4 years, and she will make him Minister of National Security. There's a red flag right there. Conflict of interest. You trying to form a cabinet with people you know, friends. There's a friends cabinet thing. Well, you're going in there for the thief money. Come now, man. You have to know you're speaking. People listening to you.
All right, that's one of my early one. I missed that one, but okay. I'm gonna go back here. Okay, that's my brother telling me about that 91. I thought he was 92. Yes, Tommy boy. I thought he was 92. Yeah.
And good, he's still batting good.
He's still batting good. Let me see if this one come out louder.
Good night, Anselm. I just want to say happy
It's
New
still
Year.
low.
Most prosperous and healthy New Year to you and Tommy. And all the best for 2025. Tommy, hope all is well with you. Anselm, keep up the fight, man. Keep it up.
Yeah, man. Bless.
Thank you, man. Blessed.
Yeah. All right. So my closing comment. Let me get my closing one.
Yeah, mine's too.
Yeah. Okay, let me see here. Well, we only play one video tonight, you know, Tommy. One and one. You think it's easy, boy? Hold on.
Get my glasses.
Opportunities. Good morning, God. Today is Thursday, Father, January 2nd. I begin this day with a heart full of hope and gratitude for another opportunity to live under your grace. This day brings the promise of new opportunities, fresh starts, and your constant presence in my life. How comforting it is to know that you are by my side, guiding my steps and renewing my faith every moment. We are still at the beginning of this new year, but I already want to ask you to guide me with your wisdom in every decision and step I take. May this day be illuminated by your light, bringing peace to my heart and renewal to my soul. I ask you, Lord, to bless my family, my friends, and everyone who crosses my path. Give us strength to overcome challenges, courage to face struggles, and gratitude for all the blessings we have already received. May you be present in every moment of this day, protecting us, inspiring us, and strengthening our faith. Help us to see the opportunities to improve, to spread love, and to do good. I place this day in your hands, trusting fully that with you, everything will be transformed for our good. Amen. Good morning.
From where I said this is it, the clock on the wall said that's all I like to say, but I got to go. Remember, hard work beats talent. When talent does not work hard, and for every 60 seconds of anger, you lose 1 minute of happiness. Remember, your circumstances may determine who you are, but you are responsible for who you become. Go ahead, Tommy.
I'd like to start the new year with the 4 agreements from Don Miguel Ruiz. First, be impeccable with your words. Second, don't take anything personally. Third, don't make assumptions. And fourth, always do your best. Like I say every time, you the man in the mirror. You have to become the change you want to see. However, if you look in the mirror and you don't like what you see, do not blame the mirror. Never look down on a person unless you're giving them a hand up. Love you all. Be safe. See you Sunday, God willing, on Political Talk. Sunday Politics.
So, Tommy, is Ulrich say Ansem as a simp, but you have fake news. He says a simp. I know that type of bird.
You know a simp?
Yeah, of course I know a simp. Yeah, man.
You call it a simp?
It's not kind of reddish.
No, simp is yellow.
But it's not red and yellow, not two color, one color.
You may get a little brown in there,
Nah,
but
nah, nah. Them simp up in Chumaka used to be red.
nah. Simp will be red.
Yeah. What I gonna know about? I know about simp. I know
Nah.
about that. Eh?
Nah.
Okay. COP. Somebody said tell COP penny savers and Tobago is cheaper than Massey. Okay, we tell COP. Caribbean Sources Capitan, a classic Coca-Cola and a bourbon. Laugh out loud. What's bourbon? Vodka?
Bourbon is alcohol.
What it is? Rum?
It's a type of what do you call it? It's a type of whiskey.
Or whiskey?
Bourbon.
Okay. Whiskey. Bourbon. There was a name after Bourbon Road or something?
I don't know. It's something to do with Louisiana.
Oh, okay. All right. That's how much I know about them. All right, folks. Let me play the closing.
You see what Ulrich say?
Huh?
See what Ulrich say?
What is it? There are no P&M Semp?
Semp red, Semp yellow. Yellow and black.
Semp is yellow. The male is yellow with black wings. That is the one. Yeah, the yellow one with black wings. That is the one I know about.
I thought you said it was red.
No, I get it mixed up. Slimy say Bourbon is like Babash. How would that go be like Babash? Babash is what you make, right?
Yeah, bourbon is a rum, a type of a whiskey, rum, something to make it drunk.
Yeah, with a name like Slimy, I could see saying that, you know. Slimy. Bourbon is like Babash. His name is Slimy. Slimy, welcome to WZYE partner.
Welcome to the village, Slimy.
Oh, Slimy, boy. I like that name, you know, Slimy. Slimy, how you get that name, boy? All right, let me play some closing comments here. How you get that name, Slimy? Bourbon biscuit. What is that? What is that? First time chatting in real here. How you get that name, Slimy? Slimy's not a good name, you know. All right, let me get this closing comments here.
Good night, Mr. Washington, Uncle Tommy. I want to thank the Father above for sparing my life and giving me another chance to go through 2025 to see the back of this evil, wicked PNM government out of office. Mr. Washington, all the best to you, all the viewers who locked on listening Brooklyn, Tunji, everybody who locked on the Warriors and them now. Who was keeping up the fight? The greatest evil, wicked PNM, Mr. Washington, are serious here. You know. They say not to play, you know. All guns outside, sharpened politically. Can't take this PNM for the next 5 years, Mr. Washington. Bless. Until Sunday, we meet again. Good night, Mr. Washington. This is a serious thing, character here, you know. They say to keep all guns blaming, all fire lighting. We can't lapse with this evil, wicked PNN, you know, Mr. Washington. They had to go. So, Mr. Washington, all the best to you, all the viewers who doctor worldwide. Let's keep on the fight, Mr. Washington, until Sunday we meet again. This year's real boy on fire pelted politically to get this evil, wicked PNN, Mr. Washington. We can't take them again, boy. You're mad. Mr. Washington, Uncle Tommy, the Prime Minister, having a press conference tomorrow, boy, for 2:30. We'll play coming with what lies he coming and tell me again. We feel my lockdown the place. Look up for that press conference tomorrow to hear that evil, wicked, heartless Prime Minister come out and talk. Minister buried to the Mr. Washington. See, she was the best minister. He never get share ministry, eh? She was just in the back bench, and yeah, may she rest in peace. She and she family. Yeah.
Tommy, before we go, Tommy, you know we never know what caused that fire for that MP and her kids. They haven't told
No,
us yet.
we don't. But somebody I spoke to, I was talking to, was telling me that it was an explosion. It looked like the gas tank explode.
Yeah.
The person was suggesting that just maybe it had a slow leak and the gas got into one of the electric circuits or something. I don't know, just speculatively. The person was just saying that. They're saying it's just an explosion that created the problem.
Okay. So, Miss Atlanta, closing comment. The sun does not forget a village just because it's small. I admire people who always show kindness and help people no matter if they are struggling with their own problems. They are truly a gift to the world. That is Miss Atlanta. JB Harper said that I have plenty, they ain't saying. Hear that, Tommy?
That plenty, they're not saying.
Plenty what they're not saying. Yeah, I agree with that too.
All the time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, boy. Mola brother fact check me tonight, boy. I'm Mola brother, you know.
Well, he born before you, so he.
Yeah, you can fact check me all the time. You know? All right, closing comment for Hanif. Mr. Intellectual. Truth is not subjective. Leadership is not bought, but it's a gift of God. What you do with it will determine how successful you are. Tommy, and before we go, you see what I tell you? You see, we ain't hear from your partner. Only we hear at the beginning and we ain't hear from him since, right? The fellow who come in, he come in tonight.
He doesn't listen attentively, man.
Huh?
He listens attentively.
He listens attentively.
Yeah.
Mrs. Julian, please give him back his phone. You could give him back the phone at the beginning of the show, then take it back from him and give him back just before the show, and he could put in our closing comment.
He's a good one, man. He's a good one. He's a loyal villager.
Yeah. He's a good one. So, folks, let me say a special good night to all of you. Happy New Year again. And we see everyone on Sunday. On Sunday Talk, let's talk politics from 1 to 4 p.m. And don't forget, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. Tell me what we're going over tonight.
Karina Shea.
All right, there we go.
Every
niche shall go?
Yeah. Something a little bit.
All right, yeah, we will get that one. Karina Shea. So, folks,
because we need something to happen.
Yeah. We need something to happen. We need.
So let's call on the powers.
Yeah, call on the powers, man. We have to do that, and it's needed badly, boy. Badly. Yeah, boy. So, folks, we're gonna go out with Karina Shea, every knee shall bow. See you guys Sunday. Same WZYE time, same WZYE channel. Later.
Oh yeah, I look to the hills from whence my solace comes. It's wielding no sword, my shield is the Lord. But some here on earth march to a different drum. Yes, they live to fight, feel that might is right. But those who vain to build their own statue, on the best and hide themselves they perch. Humility is the greatest virtue, so let them brag and boast. The Jah shall be first. For all who feel the Almighty was so big and powerful, calling themselves majesty. Every knee shall bow. God alone is, He alone is the one and only. To Him alone I bow. So whether you are ruler, Pharaoh, Caliph, or Lord, somewhere, somehow, every knee shall bow. Every knee shall bow. Bow unto the Lord. Every knee shall bow. And there are those who pray on the weak all day. Prefer when you're meek, turn the other cheek. Only the Almighty dollar they obey. See them sell their soul for silver and gold. Their fortune keeps mounting like a tower. They don't know the meaning of enough. They like to equate money with power. But things material rust, crumble into dust. For all who feel the Almighty, important and powerful, christen themselves majesty. Every knee shall bow. Jehovah alone is, He alone is the one and only. To Him only I bow. Whether you have millions, billions, zillions, or none, somewhere, somehow, every knee shall bow. Nikosi Phillips. Oh yeah. For I await the rolling thunder, to hear cymbals clash and trumpets blow. I believe wrongdoers will go under, like so long ago, back in Jericho. I wonder how our leaders sleep at night. Do they ever dream while poor people scream? The same ones who said they'll put the wrong things right, once they reach on top, become more corrupt. To the grassroots cries become unconscious, while family and friends they patronize, and then they wash their hands like conscious, because they in charge. Feel the larger than large, warn them. All who feel the Almighty, omnipotent, powerful, emperor and majesty. Every knee shall bow. He alone is the one and only. To Him only I bow. Whether you have mansions, palace, villa, or none, somewhere, somehow, every knee shall bow.